Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly, game master today. Because today we are carrying on with part 3 of our 3-part adventure playing the Expanse Role-Playing game from Green Ronin, publishing based on the novels and indirectly the TV series based on the same thing. So with me today are the stars of the Expanse adventure. I'll go through the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing? First up, I have John.
Hey everyone, I am John. I am playing Nico Velez. She is a ex-United Nations Navy, well, I wouldn't say a Marine, but she was not well suited to military life. She is our pilot, navigator, and finder of secret things.
Excellent. Sorry, I had a mouthful of coffee. And next up is Mo.
Hi, I'm Morris. I'm playing Casey Katari, who has a new middle name in honour of Diana Rigg, the late Diana Rigg.
Nice.
She is in charge of shooting, punching things, and building things.
Excellent.
And is an ex-Marine, I think we decided, Martian Marine.
Excellent. So in between our last session, last weekend, and today's session, both of you guys have taken a dive into the Expanse. John, by way of watching the series again, and Mo, you picked up a copy of the RPG, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm not sure where it is. It's over there on the chair.
That's great. That's great. Okay, so speaking of last time, guys, what's brought our heroes to the point they now find themselves at?
That would indicate party notes. Well, a brief summary for those of you that haven't watched since the first episode. We have been contracted by the Mormon Church to look into some missing scientists that were working on the the biosphere, of the Nauvoo. Dr. Matteo Siri was a biochemist, neurophysiologist, and Dr. Anna Bragenholm was in charge of the life support system on the Nauvoo, the ECLS, LSS. Both have been missing. We found out some belters had gone missing too, and we eventually tracked them down to a specific shipping company that traveled to a asteroid F32 Herculina. We found that they deviated from their route about 14 hours, which led us to the point. We got ambushed at one point. Found out that Vulcan security was involved. Vector security. And traced them back to the same ship. Got footage of Dr. Matteo being led on there. And we decided to take off and go rescue some scientists. And we made our way there carefully. Avoided detection, got through an old mining hatch, and avoided some bombs and traps, and find ourselves now at the elevator shaft going up. And we saw some footage of the scientists experimenting on belters. We saw some people being frozen, and yeah.
Well, you saw frozen things. You weren't sure what was in there.
Yeah. Well,
let's refresh our memory of what you saw in that room, because that's how we ended things last time. You saw that the room was hums and beeps with the sounds of electronics, and the air the lab had an antiseptic look to it. The room was filled with high-end medical and scientific equipment. Computer monitors displaying data and monitoring life signs lined the walls as several people walked around making notes on their personal terminals. In the center of the room, there were several large tables covered in vials and beakers and hand terminals. At the far end were 4 upright sarcophagus-like boxes or tubes. 4 of them appeared lifeless. The glass faceplates on the front were dark, but 2 appeared to be illuminated from within, and a variety of indicator lights blinked mysteriously on the sides, but the glass was frosted or misted over. A clear window filled almost the entire wall to the left, and on the other side of it was what appeared to be an operating theater. There were 3 metal operating tables in the center of that room, and 2 of them were currently occupied, and several people in medical scrubs were hovering over them. One subject was clearly dead, the brain having been removed. The other was very much alive and restrained on the table. Tubes from an IV and sensors were connected to various parts of the person's anatomy, and the mouth was covered by a respirator. One of the doctors was drilling a hole in the side of that individual's head as their eyes darted around in terror. So, what are we doing next, guys?
Gotta rescue some belters.
And Dr. Matteo, I think did we actually see him in his living quarters?
Yep.
I think,
See
he
here.
was also,
You guys had that. Here's the handout that has the map for Herculean Station. So this was the lab component, or the living quarters component. This didn't include the miles and miles of mines that cut through Herculina. Remember, Herculina was a like 250 by 250 kilometer asteroid, given artificial rotation. So where you guys currently are is at the very top of the map. There is that elevator, and that is what would lead down to where you guys are. The next one down to the right, that is the laboratory. And you can see where the lab is on the top there. I think they've even got little people acting or working in there. The one immediately south of that, or down from that, is the security station with the little red bricks there. Then down from that, at the T-junction, there are living quarters up and down and a common area. The common area and the security station appear to be where all the security guards are presently, and they seem quite bored with the task that they've taken. Now, one thing we'll mention before we jump in, too. We talked about this before we went live, and Mo, I heard from you by email, but we decided to advance our heroes to give the players a chance to play around with character creation. Both of you guys have had a chance to gain a new level as well, too. What did you guys pick? And Mo, let's start with you, because John's eating his breakfast, it looks like.
Right, so what did I do? So I did it actually. Right, so obviously for this modern age system, you gain 3 points of focus.
Yep.
Which is the hit point stroke fortune pool, I suppose, if you want to do that. You gain another talent.
Yep.
Which I chose pistol style.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then I took the focus for that of accuracy. So
for pistols, nice.
At shooting.
Yep.
And,
great.
And I increased my dexterity, I think.
Your dexterity is showing is a 2 right now.
Yeah. I might have increased my strength. I can't remember. I did it right at the start.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I increased one of my stats, and your income goes up by 1 as well.
Yes.
Not that we're really going to play into that.
So, great. Okay, so you got the pistol stuff, and then John, what did Nico? What did you select for Nico?
Well, Nico decided to buff up her constitution in order to make herself more tough, because she got had a few close calls in the last couple sessions. She decided to pick up a talent in pinpoint accuracy, so she can deal more damage when she's close to somebody with a pistol.
Who she has a higher dex than?
Yes, pretty much. And
no, not pretty much. That's a pretty key part of it.
And she picked up a focus in intelligence for navigation, so that she can read maps better and getting from place to place and figuring out where you are.
Okay, terrific. All right, guys. So you've finished accessing the local computer network. You've seen on the camera where you think everyone is. The reason I put up the map was because Mo, you were asking about Dr. Matteo. So Dr. Matteo is down on the left. If you look at the map for Herculina Station here, he is in the first cabin or first quarters in on the right. If you go into the left side wing, the first one on the right, on the top there, that's where he is.
Okay.
So, it doesn't appear, based on the responses that everyone has had, it does not appear that anyone is aware that you are here yet.
How about Bragenholm? Do we know, is she supervising one of the labs?
She's in the lab right now, yeah.
Okay, and that's the top right big room?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay. And the security station, I guess, is the one between the center one with the table and the lab. So
Yes, on the left side is where you can find the power station, and then there's a storage unit. Across from the storage unit is where the security station is.
Okay. And we're coming up elevator, I'm guessing.
Right at the top.
The top, okay.
Yeah, that's where the elevator would drop you off. There is a airlock between the elevator and the rest of the hallway. So, what would you guys like to do? What is going to happen next?
I'm thinking if we make it to the floor unspotted, we should probably rush the security station to the power station and shut things down so the guards can't get moved, and then go room by room, collect who we need and get out. Hopefully, them cutting themselves out would take a while.
You mean try and kill the power? And then...
Yeah, that or, lock everything down from the power room. Might be an option.
I suppose the other option would be to try and take out the security guards and lock it down from there. So, 2 options. So we've got engineering. So what is your tech stuff?
Yeah, they're right next to each other, so we could probably... Yeah, I'm not going to be able to hack anything.
Or is opposite the lab, isn't it?
So the difficulty for hacking this system is likely not going to be as bad as it was to get into Tycho Station. Tycho Station has got, it's a major power in the system. So, but let me see here. What is it?
Well, would we be able to know beforehand by looking at schematics? We'd have presumably done research.
To know what?
What
are you talking about, Mo? I don't know.
Well, I know we scoped out the station before, so would we have had a chance?
Well,
to
what you were able
beforehand?
to get, remember, this is a secret, black laboratory. So what you were able to access was the layout and the schematics of it when it was operating as a mining facility. But as you guys were going through, it appears that either these guys kludged together a bunch of mines and stuff, or like explosives throughout the mine shafts, or someone else used this facility before the corporate security came in. Like what you guys determined last time when you're going through those. Remember the mines that you found on the doors, or the explosives on the doors, the traps? Mm-hmm. Those things were likely placed by Belter pirates, not by corporate security. Corporate security would not have to kludge together things. They would have access to some kind of explosive device. Okay. So the information you have right now is or was accurate 2 owners ago.
Thinking about it, could we repurpose one of the explosives and take it with us to the power room and use that to blow it?
Yeah,
okay, we'll...
Yeah, you'd have more ability with that. It's just, I'm worried about explosives in the station, and all the innocent Belters are innocent doctors that might die.
So let's think about this. Let's think about let's think about what your goal is, and then walk back from there. Because what I think you guys are doing is you're thinking of the steps towards that without thinking about the ultimate goal. Because if you lock people down or you blow up the power, what's the next step from there?
Well, after neutralizing the security forces one way or the other, we need to get the scientists and get out.
Okay, so how do you think... Let's think about that. So that's what your goal is getting the scientists out and neutralizing security. How do you guys think you want to go about doing that?
Yeah, my idea was pretty much shutting down power to the door so they can't get out for a non-violent means, but getting in there and putting down the security should be our first step.
So so we've got 2 options. We just shut the doors and then go in the rooms we want, or we go in and we try and take out the security station, hold them at gunpoint, and just lock it down from there.
That might be a good idea. And we saw from the feeds that the security is basically in that room. Are they near the scientists as far as guarding them?
Say again?
Is there security near the scientists where we'd have to run into them if you... Okay.
No, there's 2 security guards in the security station. So you guys might want to take notes of this, just because we've gone through this a couple times now. There's 2 security guards in the security station, and the rest of them are in the common area, in the middle there, the middle of the T-junction.
We're going to have to go through them to get to Matteo. Okay. Well, yeah, we should definitely neutralize the security... the 2 people in the security station. And
so what you can tell is the security station does have the ability to, and this is from accessing the security network before, security station has the ability to lock down and unlock doors and things like that. That's the only place that can.
Okay. So that should be our first goal, is to get there and take command.
Yep. And I think we're going to leave our... You said there's an airlock, so I think if we leave our emergency spacesuits for the rescuees there, and then we exit the same way.
Yeah, I believe we have 3 of them, so...
Yeah, I think these are like the basic, very basic, cheapo ones they have in the book, not probably the sort of semi-hard ones we're wearing. They're the sort of the emergency...
Oh, no, these are the same suits as you guys have.
All right,
your ship would normally be crewed by more people, so you had those spares left over.
Okay. Right, so... I think we just... I am going to take one of the charges, just in case we have to improvise on the way.
Okay, so hold on, let's... you haven't done that thus far. So let's get you... to give us, let's see here. I think taking that will be, I want to say a TN 13, and it'll use demolitions, intelligence demolitions.
Okay, which... I have engineering.
That is not what you need. There actually is a focus on
straight intelligence then.
Straight intelligence, and then you can choose to spend fortune after you make your roll too.
Okay.
Okay. Holy shit! Yeah, huge.
Oh right.
That's incredible. Okay, so not only did you succeed, you also got 4 stunt points. So here's what I was thinking about this. About Hobbs's comment last time too, about like I think it was after we were live, after we went offline, talking about the spending of stunts. What I thought is that we would just have, as a default, it'll feed forward to the next dice roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then if you guys have a different way of spending that you want to spend the stunt points on, then we'll do that. But that'll avoid us having to stop every time there's a stunt. And then figuring out what you want to spend it on. If you do have something you want to spend it on, you can do that. Like in this case, this might be a prime opportunity to say, have it so you can just it'll immediately secure itself and immediately be active. Like in one action, you could chook and have that ready to go.
Yeah, I think we'll just we've got some magnets and you just put it on and bang.
Yeah, great. Yeah. Okay, so that's what your stun points are. Is that this thing is ready? It'll take you one action to just plunk this thing down and it'll be active. All right. So it's interesting actually. I read a lot of age books between last session and this one. In what do you call it? In the Modern Age Companion, they give a variant of the stunt mechanics that kind of streamlines it to just one list of options, and it has the idea of like a stunt pool in it, which I like quite a bit from Conan and those other 2D20 games. All right, so you got that explosive now. What would you guys like to do next?
Up the elevator?
Okay.
Yeah, and onward to the security guards.
So let me tell you what the hold on, let's see here. Do either of you guys have a focus in security, intelligence security?
Nope. That was Izzy's specialty.
Okay. So one thing that you can see, I think, as you're looking at that, the display there, there are cameras that show the hallway that go to the security terminal. Now, the security guards don't seem to be paying that much attention, but they are kind of looking up every now and then. So what's going to happen is that there will be a, absent you guys taking any steps here, there will just be a random chance of the camera being on you as you're making your way down the hallway. Do you want to take any account for that?
Are the cameras are the ones that pan backwards and forwards, so could we perceive when they're pointing away from us?
I don't think so, because they're so advanced. It wouldn't be.
Yeah.
You know, it's more of like those like dome, security things where it seems to have a much wider range. What the randomness is contingent on is the security guards, because they're so distracted by their hand terminals or by whatever they're doing or whatever they're reading that it's just an off chance of whether they would be watching you or not.
Could I tie a feed of the security guards onto my personal device and watch them as we go up, just so we could time?
Yeah, I'd allow that. So why don't we do this? So you've got that onto your security, the picture of or the perspective of the security station on your computer. Why don't you give us a dex check, please? This DC 10 or difficulty target number TN in this game. Nice, and you got some stun points too. So we'll feed that forward to your 2. All right.
Okay. Stun pool of 2.
So then, guys, what I want to see as well too. So what you guys will have to do is convince me that there's a narrative connection between your last action and what you want to spend those stunt points on. They're not just going to be random points that go on. You just have to explain in the fiction why that whatever you're getting the bonus for is builds on the last thing you did. So, but I trust that you guys will be able to do that. Both of you are great role players and creative players. So, all right.
So it's a shared stunt pool between the two of us.
Exactly, and all you guys need
Nico.
Precisely, and then is what I need you to do is you need to give a narrative justification for why the last thing that contributed to that will go on. We're not just going to see that stunt pool grow up, keep going on and on and on, and it will be replaced every time that you make another roll. So it's not going to be a pool of points that you're constantly adding to. What I don't want to see is, a bucket of 8 points that makes the difficult or the sort of like nail-biting chances irrelevant. Okay, so then, guys, so you see yourself going, you guys get in the elevator, you seal it off. This is that kind of like utilitarian mining type, it's like a construction elevator, where it's just bare bones. You can see the walls.
The safety.
Yep, exactly. Yep. Okay. Closes down, and then it's moving you up. And as you guys get up to the top level, the airlock or the thing goes through a cycling process. And you can see now, Nico, a light goes off on the security terminal as you're looking at this, and let's see if anything happens.
Well, Casey's going to say, well, if they come to investigate, we could jump them.
So you're looking, and fortunately, as the light goes off, it goes from green, or it goes red first, and then green, and the security guard does not appear to pay attention whatsoever. So it opens up, and you guys are, let me move you down onto the actual map here. Hold on. Let's get your tokens. Move you over. Go. I think I set up the dynamic lighting here, but let me double check. I definitely made you guys way too... I made the map way too small for sure, but... Oh yeah, your names are way too big. So this will be sort of abstracted, guys. Okay, so there's Nico. Let's see here. Did I remember to set up the dynamic lighting? Oh, I just need to give you sight. Let's see here. Has sight. Let's see. Yes! Hot damn. I couldn't remember whether I did it or not, so Kev from 2 weekends or 3 weekends ago, good job. Here we go. Give you sight. Alright guys, so here we go. Let me bring you over here. Boom. This is where you are. So the corridor opens up. You can see that there is this well-lit corridor inside. You can hear kind of the humming to your right. I mean, are you guys leaving your suits on, or are you taking them off? Or at least taking the headpiece off, helmet.
I figured that I'd have taken off my suit on the way up the elevator once we were pressurized.
That was only after, yeah, so if you want to take it off altogether, then you could take them off now.
Okay.
Okay, so you got yours off altogether.
Yeah.
Nico, what about you?
I mean, that, Casey.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Casey. Yeah.
I don't want to risk you getting hold
Yeah.
in a fight.
Okay. Apparently there's a dog on the station. Okay. So, the thing opens up, and you guys can see the corridor leading down. What are you guys doing?
At this point, I think we need to move quick. So that's what Nico's going to do. I'm gonna beeline it straight for the security office.
Okay.
In case he's following behind me.
Okay. So you go racing down. You know that the first, based on the schematics, do you remember what's at that first junction?
On the left would be the lab for the scientists. On the right, I think, the power.
Yep. Okay. So you go running down. You're looking one way, look the other way. They're sealed off. You kind of, your heart is in your throat as you run past it. Go ahead and move yourself down. I'll stop you if you need to. All right. And what about Casey? Oh, Casey's running down as well. Awesome. So you guys get down there. You're keeping an eye on all the different things. You know, behind you will be the storage room. At the far end is going to be that the common area. And you think you can see through the tempered glass. You can see that you're hoping that no one, walks up or looks through. So you guys get there. What do you do next?
I'm gonna go after the control panel and see if I can get it open.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume that it's locked from the inside, so I'm just gonna pop the faceplate off and try to just cross wires or something and get it open.
Okay, so you get your kit out. Casey, you look at this. You haven't tried the door yet.
Yeah, Nico made an assumption.
Yeah. So Nico's getting this stuff out.
Do we see whether there's a green light or a red light on the lock first?
There's a green light.
Okay. I think pistol in one hand and taser in the other, which we picked up from the security guards.
Yep.
Do you want to go first, or shall I go in and threaten them? So I think you're more the face, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll take point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Step down, pistol one hand, taser the other, and hit the control panel to open it up.
Okay. So you do, and let's see here. The only thing I didn't do is put tokens for NPCs in there, but give me a sec here.
They've gone on it.
Fang
Actually, we should have waited till one of them went on a rest break, on a pee break.
I'm sure this whole hallway's being monitored. I don't want to take the risk of seeing us.
True.
Okay. So let's see here.
Yeah, like most science fiction maps, there are no toilets on that one, as far as I can see, other than in the rooms.
Yeah.
My plan here is they get one chance, and if they don't obey, I shoot them.
Okay. Door is open. Now we're going to go into initiative, guys, and give you a surprise round on these folks. So let me see here. Did I put them on the wrong layer? I did. I did. Here you go, guys. Boom. 2 security guards in there. So, let's see.
Dex check for initiative, right?
Yes, please. Let me.
Oh, hang on. Yeah. Dex.
Great. Okay. So 12. Oh, did you click on your token before you did that?
Yep, I didn't add it.
Sorry.
Okay.
Mine was clicked.
Okay. turn. Go at turn. All right. Okay, so Nico, you got a 12. And Casey got a 12. Oh, guys, you guys tied. And, yeah, you guys are tied. That's great. All right. So, door opens up, guys. You see the two of them. One of them is sort of has legs up or shoes up or whatever on the deck or in the deck on the computer terminal. The other one is sort of checking his hand terminal. What do you guys do?
Sneak up behind him with the gun at the neck. Just saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
No sudden moves. I think.
I'm gonna go after the guy at the terminal, just because he's the closest to the controls.
Okay.
Okay. I'll do the other one.
And so you guys are doing the exact same thing, running up, putting your gun to them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
So go ahead and give me a accuracy pistols check, please.
Okay, we're not shooting them.
No, but I want to know how well positioned you guys are. Okay, so 16,
Extremely.
And holy shit, 6 stunt points. So Nico, what do you think happens here?
Basically, I get up there to the guy at the terminal. I have a taser like right up against his ribs where his heart is, and a pistol right at his head. And like, she just growls, and her voice is like, "You move, you die."
Okay, and because you got 6 stunt points, it also means that churn goes up by 1.
Cool.
So.
Well.
And then Casey, you get in, and you're same thing too. You're gonna be able to have the drop on these guys. Is it the taser or the pistol that you guys have at the security guards?
The pistol, I think. In fact, I think Casey's gonna be holding the charge in her other hand.
Okay. So not
Just
the taser.
A threat. No.
Okay. So the security guard's eyes kind of go wide, and the one that you are facing Nico, I think that there probably is a little bit of urine involved, because that you've scared the bejesus out of him. Any thoughts on the stun points? What I'll let you do is with 6 is going to basically be that you will resolve this. They will
seize the initiative, because then we get to the top of the initiative order again.
I think with what I'll let you do with 6 is just I'll make a willpower courage check for these guys, or they're going to surrender.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. That's 3 points. There's a general combat stunt called Shock and Awe, and 3 points for that would be for both. So let me see here.
Oh yeah.
What's your strength plus intimidation? Or just give me a roll for that, Nico.
Strength is... I just have a strength score, so...
Okay, so go ahead and give us a roll for that. Okay.
Not too high.
Not too high, alright. But I'm giving you a penalty to this anyway. Okay. Alright, so both of them seem to be... Their eyes are big. They seem like they're not putting up a fight whatsoever. One of them drops his terminal. What do you guys say next? He's like, what are you? Are you OPA? What does this have to do? Where did you come from?
No questions. Step away from the panels and sit in the corner.
Okay. The two of them get up.
Actually, could we, if you could we take me to the storeroom and then we lock them in there?
I'd rather you have the gun on them while we fill
Oh,
out the
yeah,
console.
while we're doing it. Okay. Yeah, and I'll point out. Yeah, you don't want this to go off, do you? And
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
I'll
that.
do. If we're doing strength intimidation,
Yeah, you can go give me strength and intimidation, Casey. Go ahead.
well, I don't have invitation. I'll give strength.
Okay.
If you're saying that.
Well, I think you're quite a bit stronger than. So that's really not great. Do you want to spend any stunt points or any fortune points to adjust that before I make my roll?
Well, if I took one of them to 3.
That's still an 11, which is an average task. Like you may need to go kind of all out if you wish to really,
Okay, go all out. So that would be taking that to a 6 or a 5.
So 6 would be a 13 then, which is a little more difficult for them to actually get to.
Yeah, we'll go for 6, so that costs me 6, doesn't it?
Okay. Okay.
So that leaves me on 12.
So yeah, they're the second one seemed to be holding together a little bit better, but once Casey starts talking about blowing up herself and them, they're a little like, what are you, Mars military? Is that what you are?
Don't ask me no questions. I won't tell you no lies.
Okay.
And sort of like,
yeah. Nico, what would you like to do next?
If Casey's got that in hand, I'm gonna like to get at the security terminal and tap into the common room to see what the others are doing.
Okay. So give me an intelligence, security, or technology roll, please.
Just your intelligence then.
Okay. That's not actually going to be good enough.
Okay.
So you'll need one more point in order to get this thing working.
Okay, well, I'll spend 3 to bump up my non-drama dice to a 3.
Okay.
And just to get access to it.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So you kind of are hitting at it once or twice, and like things are happening on the screen. You're like, come on, and yeah, you're able to finally get it working, and you can see that there are 7 security guards that are kind of lounging. Well, there's now 6 security guards lounging in the common room, and one of them has made his way back to his quarters.
Okay. I pull up some, I assume they got good schematics since it's a security terminal of that room. I'm wondering if there's a way I can access the life support system in that room and start lowering the oxygen levels.
I mean, if you were... No, this isn't Star Trek, so no.
Just
yeah, we're going to have to get through them.
Yeah, so that kind of thing you could, in theory, do if you were really skilled with... it's a good idea. It's just that it's not like it's not Star Trek-esque where you can just throw a switch or two and it goes. This is more like getting in with the wrenches and shit. Like, if you had access to the life support system and you knew which one led to there, you may be able to do that. Okay. So it's not that it's an impossibility. It's just that it's not as facile as computer, do this.
Okay, so what can we do to get past 6 of them? What you do have right now is you do have full control over the doors if you choose to. All of the doors are currently unlocked.
Yeah, I thought we were going to just lock all the doors except the ones we wanted.
Yeah, the thing is the common room is between us and and Dr. Matteo.
Okay, are we going to do Dr. Matteo first or the scientists?
We can probably get this. Well, the thing is, we've only got the 3 suits and lots of scientists, and we need Dragon home now.
The guys in the containers.
What about the guys?
Forget there's the 2 belters in the containers back in that room.
We don't know where they are though. They could be in any of them.
No, we saw them being. They're in the life support containers.
Mm-hmm.
No, you saw that there were lights on the inside of the life support containers, and you saw they had frosted glass.
Mm.
You're not sure. I mean, it seems likely that there's someone inside them, but you haven't seen
anyone.
Okay,
well, let's go for Dr. Matteo first, and he can tell us what's happening there.
Well, yeah, but there's 6 security guards between us and Dr. Matteo.
Casey, the 2 security guards seem to be trying to communicate something to each other.
I will punch one of them hard in the back of the neck.
Okay, go ahead and give me a what is that? Is it strength and?
I've got might, which is sort of like.
Yeah, let's see here.
What's it called?
Focus.
That's a focus, isn't it?
Here we go. Fighting, of course.
Raw power.
Fighting, brawling is what I want from you, please.
Yeah. It's probably. Come on. Come on, character sheet.
Yeah. Okay. And then go ahead and unarmed. Oh, it should be on your character sheet.
Unused stunt points here that I can use.
Nope.
Nope.
You did use them. Okay. Well, do I roll the damage?
Yeah, go ahead. Wow, nice. All right, so you hammer this guy. Oh! Now there was one. Yeah, though it was the one that you noticed was noting. The other one's like, "Hey, cut that! What are you doing?"
No talking, unless you want the same.
Okay. The other guy is kind of the guy you hit. He seems to be the younger of the two. Now I'm sorry. Go ahead, guys.
I was going to say I'll probably hit him with the butt of a pistol or something.
Sure.
Right. My nurse is here, so do we want to have an intermission now?
Yeah. Let's take a quick break, and John, you can talk about what you
I
think.
need to have my thing done.
Sure, sounds good. And then you're going to switch computers. I think he's going to switch computers as well too. So.
Okay.
All right. So what are you thinking here, John? Do you have a strategy in mind for how to get yourself access to those, Dr. Matteo? Now here's one other thing you can do. There is an intercom system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking of ways to separate the group of 6 into smaller pairs so that we could actually have a chance of taking them out. Do they appear armed on the security tapes?
Yep, they have their weapons with them. Sidearm, at least.
Okay.
They're all vector security as well, too.
Can I, you said I had access to doors. Can I open them remotely from here?
You can lock them and unlock them.
Okay. I'm wondering if I can get them all to the southern room, like throw off an alarm saying intruders near the south airlock, and get them to move in there. And then lock the doors behind them.
You could try, yeah.
Okay. Look at the one guy that didn't get hit and say, you're going to help me here.
Okay. And you said, what do you mean?
Do you have any call signs? As far as... Oh, no, that's not going to work. Never mind. I need to get your friends into the southern room without them being aware the station's under attack. Otherwise, we're going to have to kill them. Do you have a good way of doing that? Or do I need to be drastic here?
He shrugs.
Not your friends, then. Okay. I point the gun at his head. I'm like, we're serious here. We're here for the scientists, and Vector Security tried to kill us once already. I won't feel bad about this.
Okay. So go ahead and give us, let's see here, a strength and intimidation, please.
Okay, we'll try. Hopefully, the guy wants to live.
Or you can try communication persuasion. Either of those.
I rolled strength.
You rolled strength? Okay, not bad. So let's see how his willpower goes. Oof. So I rolled 6 stunt points. And I beat you by a bit of a margin. So I think what he does, and we'll say that because Mo's distracted right now, Casey is doing something. This guy's actually going to try and go for your gun.
I don't flinch. I pull the trigger.
Well, no. 6 stunt points tell me that you may not have the chance to do that. So what he's going to do is, let's see here. Let's make a initiative check.
Okay.
Again, okay, so go ahead and roll your initiative. Let's see here, mine is... Okay, I only got 12 total.
Yeah. I'm gonna spend, how about I spend 4 points to tie him.
Okay. I actually get to spend fortune points too.
Oh. But I'd get a stunt point if I did that, though.
I have a stunt point as well.
Okay.
I forgot. I got 5 stunt points.
150 over 94.
That's not good.
No.
Okay, well, there's not much I can do about it.
Okay, so, well, I mean, we're not getting some point because this is an initiative roll anyway. So he is actually going to try and grab this. So I'm going to make... what is your defense?
Defense is 13.
13, okay. So I'm going to make a grappling check against 13. Let's see here. His grappling is a... I got +4 to this. So you said 13 is your score?
Yes.
Okay, so I got 13 on the nose. I got no stun points, though. So he kind of, you put your gun up, and then for whatever reason, like maybe, I'm guessing in the fiction, like his eyes go behind you, and you sort of just turn for a split second, and he grabs your gun, and right now you guys are grappling, so it's kind of like, and your gun is, you're wrestling for control over this.
Okay.
Your turn, what are you going to do?
I'm going to go for my taser and hit him with it.
Okay. So, let's see here. Then, go ahead and make your... Yeah, so that'll be a fighting brawling.
Is it? For using a taser?
Well, are you shooting him with a taser? 'Cause I actually don't... Let me see here. I'm not sure you can use, or you might have a penalty for using weapons like that in close combat.
Oh, say I just let control the gun, step back, and popped him with it.
Well, you can't step back, right? Because he's grappling you. He's got your hand.
Okay. I thought he was just going for the gun.
Well, I mean, you can let go of the gun, and then he's going to have control over it. But I'm picturing he's grabbed your hand. It's not the gun necessarily. He's grabbed your hand. Is trying to.
Okay, I'll fight him for the gun then.
Okay.
I've got unarmed as a weapon type, but I don't have brawling.
Not brawling. Okay. That's okay. So go ahead and make your roll.
For unarmed then?
Unarmed, please. Yeah. So it's fighting brawling.
So just fighting then.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, his defense is... it's an 11, so that's a success.
Okay.
Okay, and you were trying to do what? You got no stun points out of that?
Basically, get control of the gun back and hit him, shoot him with it.
Okay, so then that would be contested. Let's see here. I'll make his roll. I got stunts again. I got a 15. And I got 5 stunt points.
Do I roll was it that a contested fighting, or?
No, that's what you rolled. I was contesting your roll. Okay. So you can't get control over this. I think what he's going to do next is try and just yank this out of your hand to get it. So let's do a contested might. Strength might.
Okay.
Okay, I got a... Strength is 2. So I got a 13.
And I did 2, but 4 stunts. Nice.
Okay. So what are you thinking of spending your stunt points on?
Pretty much.
You know what? Let's do this. I'm going to have your 4 stunt points roll forward to your next effort to try and get control.
Okay.
Okay. So your turn now. Are you just going to try and wrench this out of his hand, or are you trying to get a better grapple on this guy?
I'm just trying to wrench it out of his hand.
Okay. So let's do a contested strength might. I'll give you a +4 on this one.
Okay.
Okay, because your stunt points.
Oh, God.
I did not roll great. I rolled a total of 10.
I got 10 with the 4.
So do you want to spend any fortune to get to beat this guy?
Yeah, I'll spend 4 to get my drama dice up to 2.
Nice. Okay. Yep. So that'll be good enough, and then you'll also generate 2 stunt points from that. And let's see here. Melee stunts. 2 is to disarm.
Okay.
Okay. So you get... You know what? I don't think I beat your initiative by much. You could spend... Do you want to give him a reduction to his defense for the next attack? That's a parry. It throws him off balance. It gives you... Your 2 stun points would give a -2 to his...
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So yeah, so you throw him off. You have control over the gun again. Now that you guys are sort of broken up, let's actually roll initiative one more time. See if you can't seize initiative again. I got a 12.
I had 16.
Excellent. Okay, so you're up first. What are you doing?
Quick aim and fire.
Okay,
Just
go ahead.
Right at his head. You were warned, dude.
Oh, big hit and 3 stunt points. Okay, so, yeah, gun stunts, you could... what is it? Lightning attack. You do make a second attack on him if you want. So, let's roll damage from the first hit.
Is my dex higher than his?
It is. Oh, yeah.
So we'll roll an extra d6.
Okay. 13. Yep, okay. So it's 6 over. And actually, I'm going to count him as a minion. So, in just for those listening at home, the game incorporates the kind of like minion idea as well, too. For full-on characters, for full-on NPCs, I can choose to treat them just like other PCs, where we use the injured and wounded status, or you can just say like once they're out of fortune and they suffer a wound, they're out, and that's what I'm choosing to do here. So you've got that. This guy is down with that first shot, even with his armor. And then what do you wish to do with your 3 stunt points?
I'm gonna whip the gun around to the other guy, and is there like the shock and awe thing I can do and says, are you gonna help or do you join him?
Yes, I'll let you do that. Yeah. Okay, so he's like, it's fine. So he'll give you all of the code phrases that you will need in order to actually, to actually get this done. Let me get rid of one of these guys here. Oh, you know what I'll do, actually? Let me, so you can track where these guys are. Although I guess you can't see anyway. No. Okay.
Sure hope the walls are thick.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to put one of these guys... here we go. Boom, paste. I'll put with the blue dot on it, and that will be Matteo. Dr. Ciari. All right, so let's see here. What else do we need to do? You've still got the feed going to your phone, right?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe what I'll do then is, if you're tracking, and able to switch back and forth, maybe what I'll do is turn off dynamic lighting, and you can just see where everyone is.
Okay. Let
me just see how many people are in the lab, and I'll populate that. And the Fang Dragon as well, too. And then...
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, surprised. You wouldn't have expected it, right?
No. Although with the proto-molecule, nothing's...
No, nothing's... Me. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Great show, people. You should watch it.
I'm so glad that you enjoyed the, that the session prompted you to go back to it. That's terrific.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a great, really, really good show. Okay, let me turn off dynamic lighting here, and let's see if this works. Okay. Now, can you see where everyone is, John?
I can, yes.
Excellent. Okay, great.
Is Bragenholm a different color?
Sure, yeah. Let me put her... Bragenholm will be in purple. Okay. All right, so that's what you can see where everyone is right now. Clear this zone here. So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that I want to lock down this door.
Okay.
And unlock this door, and simultaneously, put like the flashing red lights on for like we're under attack. But
so yeah, he gives you the code phrase for arriving. There's a specific one for if there's going to be an airlock breach for them to get in there and get their their suits on and whatnot. So
I'm basically going to say we've got pirates trying to cut through the southern airlock.
They wouldn't communicate that much information over it. All they'd say is just strictly intruders at whatever, and then feed through to the sergeant or whatever. Then that sergeant would be expected to distribute that information as needed. You wouldn't be screaming all that stuff over the...
Okay.
At least not as a professional security person. So, if that is what you wish to do, then let me finish up my coffee here and start the next one, and then we'll do that.
Yep, works for me.
Mm-hmm.
My hope is they all go through the southern door, and I'm gonna lock it behind them. So
Yeah. Hold on, I'm just gonna see.
Who forgot to mute his mic?
Yeah, and I can't, like, they've changed Hangout, so I can't mute him any longer. Let's see here. Is there a way of managing this? No, just myself. I don't know why they would have taken that feature out. But such is the way it goes. Okay, so anyway, the is not a huge problem. We'll just put a remind him when he comes back. All right, now coffee. Alrighty. I'm being a good Canadian today and having my Tim Hortons coffee. I was too lazy to make my breakfast this morning, so okay. Now you activated, and are you doing the announcement yourself, or are you having someone else do it?
I don't know if I can trust this guy not to give things away, but I'm gonna just do it because there's no way they know each other's voices. So I make him very aware that if he says one thing off script, the gun's going off.
Oh yeah, having seen what happened to his colleague, I think, and Casey's bomb, I think you guys are good now. So that is set, and then you start seeing what we see is the scene would cut to the room there, and you see red lights start going on, and he then gives the code phrase, Bay 1, situation 2, go, and they all sort of jump up and race down, and while you've seen them kind of lounging around like a bunch of layabouts, seeing them spring into action lets you know that clearly they've hired some folks who are professional, proper security guards. The other one goes racing down the corridor, through the door, and then into whoopsies, and then he starts stretching, and then down into the airlock. They're all throwing their suits on and getting their weaponry ready. So they're, as far as you can tell, all of them are out now. Okay. What do you do next?
I'm gonna head and since they're in airlock, I assume the door closes behind them, so it's not unusual for that. And then I'm gonna just lock it behind them.
Okay, it is locked.
I assume they might do that if it was a real firefight to keep people from coming in anyway.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna unlock the doors to Dr. Matteo's in here.
Okay.
And then
unless, so again, all of them are unlocked unless you lock them.
Okay.
You can choose to just lock everything if you like, but that might get that might be seen as strange. Although that also would control the flow of people from the laboratory.
Yeah. So we'll do that. And then I suppose
you're doing what? Are you locking them, or are you leaving them unlocked as is?
I'm just gonna lock the ones for the Marines down, or not the Marines, but the security forces down below.
Okay.
And then we'll have Casey toss the other security guy in the room across the hall, and we'll lock that one.
Okay.
Then we should go for a brag at home.
I can't remember. Are you the one? You're better with engineering, or Casey is?
She's the one that can build things from scratch. I'm just better at just piloting communication
stuff. Right. Okay. So let's
Izzy was our.
If he's thrown in there and you're just locking that door from the security station.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he is locked up. What do you want to do next?
Get Matteo and get to the north and get into the scientist room.
Okay.
So can't control Casey's target, but we'll start moving down. I'm gonna have my gun drawn ready.
Okay.
Moving down.
Yeah. So you get to the main room there, and you can see that you throw the door open, and it looks like some of them were in the middle of a card game still. One of them was eating a meal when they all went running off. Like, you really kind of caught them in the middle of their day. What do you wish to do next?
Head over to the left over here and make our way to the room Matteo's in.
Okay. So you throw the door open. You make your way over. It's the same kind of like door entrance to Matteo's room. Do you knock? Do you just throw the door open? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm just gonna bang on it 3 times with the end of my gun, like, Dr. Matteo, open up.
Okay, and he says, "It's my rest cycle."
It's your rescue cycle if you move fast enough.
You can hear someone get up, and you hear the sound of feet moving across the surface, or the floor. Throws the door open, and you see that same blue-haired middle-aged man that you have seen photos of before too. And he looks at you up and down. He says, "Did you say rescue?"
Yeah, the Mormons miss you, friend, and so does your wife and daughter.
Ah,
Let's get out of here.
He jumps forward and gives you a big hug. He says, "Oh, thank God. All right.
It's what we need. We're grabbing Bragan home and getting out of here."
Oh, we've got to hurry. I'm not sure if they've performed the procedure on her yet.
Bragenholm? Procedure on Bragenholm?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna have to find out exactly what they're doing later, but we need to go.
Okay, let's go. What is your plan?
We're getting you and Bragan home, and any of the Belters they kidnapped survive?
He kind of looks sheepishly. No.
No?
No.
Well...
You have no idea what they've been asking me to do.
Well, I'm sure we'll find out. But I wasn't paid to ask you about that. Let's go.
Okay. All right. So he will happily follow your lead. He says, wait. Security. What about security?
Neutralized.
All right.
Okay. And then we're going to head to the north, and I'm going to look back at the door to the south just to make sure they're not trying to cut it open yet.
Not yet, no. They seem to be waiting. Okay.
Okay. Then I think we can make a brief pit stop in the security room and lock the door just to the south of us.
Okay. Door is locked. Yep.
And then head to the north and open this door.
Okay. So you guys throw open the door, and I don't have the dynamic light on. Anyway, so you see exactly what you saw before too, and what wasn't clear from the video surveillance of this is the smell in here. It smells like a hospital. You know, it smells antiseptic. It has that chemically, bleachy kind of chemical smell inside. When the door opens and they see you standing there, one of the lab assistants looks over. You know, completely. They got the white mask on. There's a bunch of them in the operating suite here right now. But they don't. They look at you, and there's no expression of any reaction whatsoever in their eyes, and they go back to what they're working on. Bragenholm looks over at you, and as a refresher as well to what she looks like. Give me a sec here. So Bragenholm is 32 years old, has the tall and slender build of a person born outside of a gravity well. High, long and narrow face with prominent cheekbones, deep-set blue eyes, and long straw-colored hair that she's wearing in a ponytail.
Okay, and I'll call out Bragenholm.
So they look over, and one of the persons wearing the smocks and whatnot walks over towards you and says, "What are you? You're not on staff."
No. Where's Bragenholm?
Dr. Bragenholm is busy at work.
That tells me what she is, not where she is.
You can see there's a pistol at this guy's hip, actually, too.
Okay.
Okay.
I look at the pistol and at him, and I'm like, Bragenholm, where is she?
Well, you can see her. You can see the ponytail. You can see it's clearly her in the background there.
Are we walled off from her, or could she hear me?
No, she's the one in the purple. She can hear you. as well too. She's just continuing to work.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna step forward, hand on my pistol at my waist, and say, "Bring her here."
And he says, "No," and I need you guys to roll initiative.
No, I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay. Let's see here. I got 16 for initiative.
Well, damn.
Oof. Okay. So you're standing in the door frame there. He is spending his minor action to draw his pistol, and he's going to shoot you.
Okay.
Okay. What's your defense is on 11?
13.
13. Okay. Pretty good. Let's see here. Accuracy. His accuracy is not great, so let's see here. Ooh. Ooh. That is a hit, though.
Okay.
Okay. So, not a lot of damage, though. You take 4 points of damage.
Okay,
So reduce your by your toughness in your armor.
Yep. So Nico walks in. He draws on her quicker than she thought, and it nails her right in the shoulder. But her body armor absorbs most of the impact, and her shoulder just rolls with it.
Nice. Mo, if you do need to step away again, can you please remember to mute the hangout?
Oh, right.
Sorry, just because
microphone was so...
Oh, that's fine. Hangouts has changed, so I actually can't do that now. So...
Okay, I didn't realize the microphone was that sensitive.
That's totally fine. It really wasn't all that bad. Just in the event it happens again, just if you wouldn't mind remembering. So what's happened is, John, why don't you tell Mo what's happened so far?
Okay, so I was hacking into the system to see about sending the group to the south to get them out of the commons room. And I asked one of the guys, being a very loose word, to help me out. And he decided to go for my gun. We struggled back and forth, and I ended up shooting him, and he's dead. So I turned to the other guy, asked him if he wanted to join his friend. He said no. And we managed to get the security force locked into the airlock below, thinking there's a threat coming. And we ran over, grabbed Matteo, and we're bringing him north to the lab.
So there's one other thing, actually, John, sorry to interrupt, but I just remembered something about the mechanics. So you technically, actually, because you're the one who took him out, you get to choose what condition to impose on him.
Oh,
So what you could do is, like, he could be dead, but he could also be, like, bleeding out unconscious.
I'd be fine with bleeding out. I mean, if they don't have to die, they don't have to die.
Yeah. Okay, so he's bleeding out and unconscious.
Gotcha. So we pulled up to this lab. We're trying to get Bragan home, and then there's this one scientist guy with a gun decided to get in our way, and he shot me.
He just pulled. He said, and again, he's saying this with his flat inflection. That you know. I
know exactly what inflection you're pointing at too.
Precisely. Okay. So then it's Nico. Your turn. What are you doing?
She rolls her shoulder with it, and with the same action, draws her pistol and aims at his head and said, "You were warned," and she just fires at him.
Okay, go ahead. Make your attack roll.
Is my dex higher than his?
Your dex is higher than his, yeah.
Okay, no time for an aim action. Oh.
Holy smokes. Big hit. Yeah, so that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And not high damage, but here's an extra d6 for pinpoint accuracy.
Okay. All right, so you hit him, but same thing. So you don't actually hit him. Again, like, the toughness is more of a... or the fortune is more a matter of, like, it's your luck running out, it's whatever. So you fire at him, it goes wide, but it's definitely, he's getting closer to a proper wound. Casey, why don't you roll dexterity for us? Let's see where you fit in the initiative order. Because you just heard a gunshot from from the lab. 13, okay. So then it'll be, the order is going to be the scientist, then Nico, then Casey. So scientist is up again. He's going to... he's going to take aim at you again. And he's going to hope to get some stunt points on this. So 13 he needs. Hit again. No stunt points, though. So this... 11 points of damage.
Jeez, that actually got through it. I take 3 to my fortune. Jeez.
Okay. What's your armor?
I got 3 from the light body armor, and then my toughness is 5.
Your toughness is 5?
Hmm? It was 4 when I started, and I bumped up Constitution by 1 to get 5.
Hold on. I want to make sure that's calculated correctly, because I thought your toughness is only equal to your constitution.
It looked like con plus...
Yeah, because that seems...
Well, it's adding the armor in. And I'm not sure if that's...
Yeah, so I think yours, it should be your armor plus your constitution score, John.
Okay, because when we were using the sheet with the first level character, it was listed toughness as 4, armor of 0. So, and then we got light body armor and...
I think that's...
I was only going based on what
you had. The toughness is... PCs get a bonus to toughness as well. Let's see here. Oh, it's only at level 4 you get that bonus. So your toughness is equal to your constitution score.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, the sheet is calculating the armor in.
Is it?
Yeah, we've added that light armor in.
Yeah, it has a separate spot for armor.
Right, but that adds in to give you your total toughness, is what he's saying.
Okay. Well, I'm just confused because when I first saw the sheet, it had toughness 4, armor 0, and I only changed modifiers.
It really doesn't matter. So let's just that means you need to add another 2 points of damage that you took from the last attack then too, because you were calculating the wrong amount. Okay. Yeah. Nico, your turn. Holy shit, you're getting beaten up here.
Yeah, sorry if I wish I understood the rules better.
No, it's totally fine. It's a simple mistake, and first time we're all playing, so.
Yeah, at that point, she can't mess around. She's gonna just take aim and fire back at him.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll get some stunt points, because
come on,
she's less confident than she was.
Come on. Nice! That is a hit, and you got 4 stunt points.
Okay, well, I want to put him down.
Yeah.
So I think 3 is an extra shot.
Okay.
And the extra one, I can add a +1 to my next roll.
Yes. Okay. So what are you going to do? A lightning attack? Is that what?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, that's my first shot for damage, so 16.
16. Okay, so I need to... He's injured. This guy is... Oh, man, he's reduced it. So he's injured. He's got -1. So you did actually hit this guy. Go ahead with your lightning attack.
Okay. And then I'll go... lightning attack. Jeez.
Holy smokes. Nice shot. That is a hit again. Go ahead and roll damage. Oof. So yeah, this he can't possibly take it down. What condition do you want to impose on this guy?
I'm gonna say I went for his pistol hand and just blew it out of his hand, and I took out a knee with the second shot. And, like, stay down. Okay.
Well, so the condition that you're imposing is unconscious, I guess, or
unconscious. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, and he's on the ground. Now here's the thing. Casey, you're going to race forward and look in here so you can see what's going on in the lab. None of the lab technicians, no one else is reacting whatsoever to this. Everyone continues working at what they're doing.
Can we move through each other?
Yes, yeah, I'll allow that.
So I'm going to go in and sort of cover this lot and say, nobody move.
Yeah.
Where's Brigholm?
So you see one lab tech walks over and she takes her mask off, and it's actually, you can recognize it as Braggenholm. She's got, tall, lean, blue eyes, high cheekbones, big ponytail, and she looks down and she says, "You've shot the overseer. He was supervising the work."
The what now?
The work. Are you here to... so you're here is causing... Your presence is causing a disruption to the work.
In other game terms, can I sense motive? Do I think she's totally with it? Or she's being controlled or drugged in some way? Because she's not reacting like a normal person?
No. Give me a... there is a psychology focus. I think it's...
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have it, but this is just... it's a communication skill, isn't it?
I think it's perception is what your... Perception, intuition, or empathy. Perception, empathy.
Yeah. Well, we need Amber, my other character. Yeah, also a former military. So I'll just do a straight perception then.
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
So we don't have a stunt pool left?
No.
I think this is what Matteo said by procedure was done to her or something.
This is good enough. Yeah, there's something very off with this. Like, I think both of you are ex-military. You've seen people who suffer from various sort of stress-related mental disorders, and this, seems maybe something like that. She's got no... And this is true of all of them as well, too. You're looking around and, like, a guy just got shot. He's bleeding out on this antiseptic floor. His white surgical scrubs are all, like, spattered with his own blood. None of them seem to give a shit. They're stepping over him as they're going to check things. None of them seem to be reacting in any way. Hey.
Yeah, we should, he's not dead, so if they save him, he might be instrumental in their work still.
Yep, so Dr. Siri kind of pokes his head. He says, Laura, let's go. They're here to rescue us. And she looks as if she's trying to understand what's going on. And she says, you wish to take us?
You and Matteo.
And the others?
The others can continue their work.
Very well.
Casey's going to say, do you have any spacesuits?
We brought 3 with us.
We do.
No, to her.
She looks at you, and again, as if like she was just, bored mixed with, and she says, yes.
Where?
In the storage room.
Okay.
And the airlock.
Right.
Do you want to bring the other scientists with us? There's something really wrong with them.
Yeah, but they obviously maybe not. It's not their fault. While that's happening, if you keep an eye on, I'm going to go over and look at these 2 cabinets.
Nico's like looking south in the back of Casey's like, we don't have a lot of time.
As you're walking over towards them, Dr. Bragenholm turns to you and says, those cannot be disturbed.
Are they dead?
Well, 2 of those pods have no power in them whatsoever. The other 2 have frosted windows on them.
Yeah, Matteo said there was no survivors of the Belters that were brought, so...
And
who are they?
You sort of rub on them. You can't really see inside what's going on. And you realize kind of in a creepy way, you can picture you walked up to this thing and you looked inside, you stand back, and Dr. Bragenholm has walked over silently and is standing next to you. That same glassy-eyed look on her, and she says, they cannot be disturbed.
Are they alive?
Yes.
Are they human? Sorry, are they, can they be revived?
Why would we do that? You don't have clearance.
Escape.
You are not part of the project.
Are those pods movable? Or are they fixed to the floor?
If you could move them, I mean, they're movable because somehow they got moved here. It's likely going to require some kind of heavy equipment stuff that's not in this room.
No, they're not like hospital beds, so they don't have like
no
wheels that you can wheel them around on. Okay.
No.
I don't think we can get those to the mines anyway.
No, Casey is about the needs of the many. Right. Right. Well, Casey's going to say in a best Sergeant Major voice.
Nico, would you give me... Hold on, Nico, would you give me a perception check, please?
Yes. Would searching play into it?
No, searching is when you're specifically kind of like rooting around through things. That doesn't give you for spotting.
Okay. 12.
12, okay. I think, let me make a roll here for... Okay. You can see pretty obviously... the Dr. Bragenholm's hand is down and kind of at the side. She's got a pad up that's sort of in the way, but you can see her right hand is sort of back into the side. And you can see gripped in that. Somehow she's picked up a scalpel from somewhere.
Okay.
It doesn't look like Casey can see it from where she is.
Okay, Nico will say, you can put down that scalpel, Bragenholm. We're here to rescue you, we don't want to hurt you.
She looks over at you and she says, you are not authorized to work on the project.
I'm not here to work on the project. We're authorized to rescue you and bring you home.
That idea gone. Can I react to what Nico said?
Yeah, now you look down and you can see that she's obviously got that scalpel in her hand.
Okay, I'm going to just try and like use might to like pull it out of hand and just break it in half?
Well, actually, what you need to do is first get a grip on it. So you would need to do fighting brawling.
All right.
But you can go ahead and do that. Yeah, you got a solid hand on her. You didn't get any stunt points. But you've got her hand, and then just give me a might check. A strength might. I rolled terribly. Yeah, you twist her hand, and it just drops to the ground. Clink. Okay, and she looks back at you. What I'll roll forward is with the 5 stun points. You've got her securely in like an armbar now. So you, until she frees herself from you, you've got control over Dr. Bragenholm.
Yeah.
And here's the thing too, like Casey, like you're a pretty big and strong woman. This, you would expect like the being put in the armbar would result in some kind of response. Because that doesn't feel good at all. And, you know, being threatened with a secret knife, I imagine that you're not being terribly gentle with her. So, Nico and Casey, you can see this, that Bragenholm's face doesn't give any indication of pain or discomfort or anything like that. Hi.
I think I'm going to use with a flourish.
You use, oh, I'm sorry, what's that?
So Exploration Front? Why is that not a social?
What are you trying to do here, Mo?
Well, no, I'm just trying to cow all the others into taking our orders.
The thing is that the others,
not really reacting, are they?
yeah, like they're not. None of them are responding the way that normal humans would respond. They haven't even flinched at gunfire and one of their own being shot down. You know people like this, like who are just, I think both of you have likely either met or served with or have heard of people who are just too far gone where they're not, you know, the normal types of human interactions just escape them now. Like I said, you put this girl in or this scientist in a secure hold, and she's not reacting to the pain whatsoever. You have control over her because you're a lot stronger than what she is. But
okay, well, I'll get her to drop the knife anyway.
That's already done.
Yeah,
all right, yeah.
Nico will say, Casey, we can't manhandle all of them. We have to get the 2 we came for and go and let them know what happened.
Okay, well, Casey's going to say, the project is relocating. Get in your spacesuits and follow us if you want to live.
They all look over, and they all go back to their work.
Okay, I assume I've got a hold on a handle, so I shall just woman handler to the door.
Okay.
And then,
she's not fighting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll look at Matteo and say to the airlock, I got your back.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have her under control, and you get her down to the airlock, and that's where you have those other 2 things secured. Nico, oopsies. Go ahead, Mom.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I was trying to select her, not me.
Okay. So you guys make your way up towards to where that is. Dr. Matteo gestures at Dr. Bragenholm and says that's what they do to all of them. That after the procedure, they're like that.
So I guess you were next?
I had not had the procedure performed yet, no.
Well, so at least we got one of you back in one piece.
He says, you can't leave her. This is not her fault.
I don't plan on... She's one of the... You 2 were the ones we came to rescue. So we're bringing Bragenholm back, conscious or unconscious.
Okay. Let's see here. Good girl. Okay. Anna is not interested in playing the Expanse. She wants to play something different.
I'm gonna palm over my taser to Dr. Matteo and like if she makes a move, you help put her down.
He looks down at this and he says, kind of holds it in this very awkward kind of way. He says, she's not. If you've got her under control, she won't be a threat.
Well, I'm not taking any risks.
Okay. You can tell. You don't need to make a roll, but like I can't remember. Do you have tactics as one of your foci?
No.
No.
Casey might.
Nope.
Casey,
no.
Okay. So then, why don't you each give us a perception empathy roll here?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Yeah. So Nico, you hand it over to him. You're not confident that he would. He may not. He may hesitate. So he's got it, and he kind of nods like, okay, I will. It's not that he wouldn't want to try and keep you all safe. It's just that he's not a soldier.
Okay. Well, she'll just put a hand on his shoulder and squeeze and says, "I'm sure you'll do what needs to be done if you want to see your wife and kid again."
Seems
this is how we get out.
Impress him using the stun points.
Say again.
Does impress, which is
I think it improves.
Gain 1 per SP spent to your next social test against the same target.
Well, you're not. I think
what I'll motivate him.
Yeah, what I'll let you do is improve his feeling towards you guys. So this game, just like in like every D20 game and a lot of other things, has sort of a scale of how NPCs feel towards you. What I'll do is I'll scale him up by 1, so he will be giving you a constant +1 to your social tests against him. Okay. But so then if you are going to try and convince him, why don't you guys, so I'll spend 2 of your stunt points, or I'll say that it's 2 of your stunt points to get the what do you call it, to get the improved condition, and then you can spend another 2 to try and convince him. So why don't you do a communication and persuasion?
Okay. Well,
and I'll give you a +3, +1 from the from his feeling towards you, +2 from the stunt points, and I'll give you +1 as well because he mentioned his kids. 'Cause I think that's a smart way of motivating him.
So 12.
+4 in total to whatever you're.
So 12.
12. Okay. Yep. So that was a little better. That seems to. He sort of nods and it's like, okay. And Dr. Bragenholm is watching all of this go on without any kind of reaction. So Dr. Matteo, or Dr. Siri, gets himself hooked up into the suit. You double check it. Nico, you get yourself into a suit. How do you want to handle getting Dr. Bragenholm into the suit? You can hear now there is a voice coming over the intercom, and it's someone else saying, like, what? Eric, get us out! Unlock the door, Eric!
Nico will look at Bragenholm and say, you're going to get in that suit one way or the other, whether you're conscious or unconscious. Make it easier on yourself.
She's still held in your secure armbar or whatever, control hold you've got on her. She kind of nods.
Okay. Yeah, I assume it's probably a back entry or something, so if I hold her upper body, we can sort of slide her in feet first.
Okay. Now, you guys, she gets herself, or allows herself to be, put in the suit, and then you guys start, you get yourself sealed up as well, too, Casey. She doesn't try to resist. So, what happens next then, guys? Down and then into the mines?
Down into the mines.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're not going to make it as long of a challenge test, but we'll do, let's see here, I think I'm going to set it at a 10. Will be the, a little bit longer, 12. 12 will be the number we want to get to. So, and the only reason I'm making you guys make rolls here is just because there are those, there's still explosives down there that you may not have come across.
This will maybe my navigation focus comes into play, because...
Yes. Yep, I'd absolutely let you use that. So navigation will be used, I'll let you use that twice.
Okay.
Okay, so you're making the first roll, Nico, it sounds like. Go ahead and make your roll.
On the dot.
Nice. Okay. So then, hold on, 12. Let me see if that's good enough.
You said 12.
Did I say 12 was the target number? No.
I
Sorry.
think you said 10 originally, and then 12.
Forgive me, guys. That's the number of stunt points you need to generate. That's not the difficulty of the.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, no, that was my fault for not being clear. That's one of the things. There's two parts to the challenge tests. So, okay, hold on here. Oh, okay, great. Yeah. Just give me 1 second here. I'm just going to find my. It's in the Game Master section where it's. There we go. Sample ones. All right.
Hope it's easier to get out. We came through once.
So success threshold is a 10. Ooh. So here's what I'll let you do. Is because you're going the same way, I will give you +1 to it, but you're still too shy. You're too... So what would you like to do?
There's nothing I can do. You don't have enough focus to get us up that high.
But you have transitioned from one scene to another. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1d6 plus your level. That's how many fortune points you'll regain.
But was it that taking the breath thing?
Yes.
Oh, did our con?
Yeah, I presume this is the trip down in the elevator where we can draw.
I think it's just your level. I don't think your con goes into that. But let me double check that. Hi, sweetie. Hi. What's up? You get it? Oh yeah. Where'd it go?
Yeah, I'm gonna need to spend 8 focus even to get that up there. So.
No. You can spend 5. Just don't spend it on your.
Okay.
Yeah. Just give me 1 second here, guys. It is breathers. Here we go. Oh, plus your Constitution. 1d6 plus Constitution plus your level in Fortune. So add your con score to that.
Oh. And level.
Actually, I rolled,
right.
And
as low as possible.
Yeah.
So that would actually be 6 for me.
Okay, so you regain 6. Nico, you regain 5. All right. So if you want to get that up to success, you could spend your Fortune.
I have to spend 5 then. Yep.
Okay.
Will give me 3 stunt pool to roll over, right?
Say again?
No, we're doing this as an extended thingy, so the stunt.
Oh, that's right. That adds to
add up. So I think it's me next.
What I will let you do is, if you can tell me what is Casey's next action, if you can connect it narratively, I'll let you spend the stunt points on something.
Maybe the mine's not in the best shape, and something as a prop has fallen down.
Okay.
Since we came through, and she's going to effectively might just like.
Okay, I'm only letting you use might once on this, and I'm gonna set the difficulty at 15. Okay, but you're getting +3, it looks like, from the stunt points, so that'll effectively make it a 12. Holy smokes! Outstanding, and 4 stunt points. So you guys are navigating your way through here. You've been looking at the way to get yourself back to your ship, to the Fool's Phoenix, as quick as possible. You get to this point, and Casey, once again, what do you think happens to force your way past this?
Well, either we're walking and something falls and I grab it. I think that might be more cinematic, and I can effectively shove it out the way before it hits, say, Dr. Matteo.
Yeah, love it.
Trips on something, and then I just sort of...
Yeah, go! So you guys go through, and then you let it go behind.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you guys have generated 7 stunt points, or 7 success points thus far towards the test. Nico, what do you want to do next?
Maybe
do use navigation again, or you can still use it one more time, or you want to try something different?
Let's go with perception searching. I'm narratively thinking there was a mine we missed beforehand that.
Oh yeah, then absolutely.
Yeah, that we just somehow got away from last time, and then we just spot this time.
Yep.
Because we have 4 sets eyes on it.
You got this. You pull your pad up, or the one on your suit, and you're scrolling through the schematics. Go ahead, make a searching check. Let's see. Love that. But you get total +4 from the last roll.
So 17.
17, and there'd be 2 stunt points that would carry forward. So that's definitely a success, and that will give you 2 more. You got 9 right now, and let's see here. 2 stunt points doesn't give you an awful lot. You could reduce this churn pool. Well, that's probably... No, I'm not really keeping track of that right now, so that's kind of...
Well, Speed Demon, you complete your test in half the time, but...
That really won't apply for infiltration.
Let's carry over to the next roll with it then. because we really need to get out of here.
Yeah, when a plan comes together, that's sort of.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
so then, what is Casey's next roll then? You guys are 3 more points. You need 3 more success points to get to the. What are you thinking?
So I can't use might again. I think maybe I spot that.
So what you could do is, instead of looking at your character sheet, you can just think narratively, Mo, and then we can figure out what the effect would be. What are you thinking?
I think maybe there's maybe there's a small quake, or the mine starts to.
One thing being unstable, I'm fine with, but I mean, like, this is a thing that's spinning. Right. It wouldn't be that I think is here's some. So what I would think is intelligence, security might be a benefit. Dexterity, sabotage, maybe. Dexterity, stealth. And if you guys are just trying to go as quick as possible, what I'd also allow is
maybe willpower. Maybe Dr. Briggenholm starts struggling, and we have to.
Nope, that would be a hazard. That would be a hazard that came up.
Yeah.
So...
maybe we're trying to hustle along, and I almost trip and fall, potentially hitting a mine. So it's dexterity, maybe.
I'll let you roll dexterity. Difficulty for that one's going to be a 17, though. So it's going to be fairly difficult. Go ahead. But you do have +2 to this.
Enough.
So you're at 13 right now. Oof, you would need to spend 6 fortune to get that to a success.
Do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what you think. Like, maybe there is a point where you guys are kind of shimmying past, to try and get a shortcut. It's also reduced. What do you call it? It's reduced gravity here too. Remember, it's only like 0.28 gravity. You guys are leaping across an open pit. You make sure the scientists go first. Nico, you go. And Casey, when you leap, maybe you kind of, Clark, you misjudge the weight here, and you accidentally stumble and fall, and catch yourself on the edge of the chasm. You're like, okay, pull yourself up, and that's why your fortune is reduced a bit. But that is the last 3 that you needed. So you guys have made your way back to the Fool's Phoenix. So, as you guys get back up to the surface and you're making your way over to the Fool's Phoenix, what happens next as you load your cargo, as it were, in there?
Well, can we strap Anna to a seat or something?
Yeah, try and lock her in, sure.
Yeah, Nico will say, this is a good time to find out what they know while I prep the ship for takeoff.
Okay, so you're getting everything ready. And then, as you guys are getting yourself up... Careful, sweetie. All right, Anna, come on, lie down. Sorry, guys. Anna is very much wanting to play today. Right? Okay, please stop sniffing everything. As you guys get yourself in and you get yourself set up, Nico, you're getting everything up and you are getting everything active. Would you make a perception... Actually, give me an intelligence technology check, please. You remember how there were 2 airlocks?
Yes.
Remember how the other one had another ship on it?
Yes.
That ship is powering up right now.
Oh, great.
Okay. So let's take we're about 15 minutes late, but let's take our mid-session break right now. And then we'll come back and see if the Fool's Phoenix can make its getaway from Herculina Station. So, for those listening at home, we will be back at... Oh, no, Ice King, you didn't miss the end of the Icewind Dale adventures at all. It's just last weekend, it was a long weekend, so we were down quite a few players. So we decided to take the Expanse out for a spin and because we didn't quite finish that adventure, and we knew we'd be down a couple people today, we decided to finish off that adventure today. So we'll be back to Icewind Dale next weekend. But anyway, we'll be back momentarily, folks. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Thank you.
Yeah, apologies for the intermission. I had to have the juice.
No worries.
If you're thinking about it, I'd imagine they probably do have something like the PIC line I've got for my medication, so they can be injected.
And I'm wondering how we're going to get away from this other ship. Hope you guys are ready to pull some serious G's.
Well, I think we get Dr. Matteo to help strain Anna for our own good.
Pretty sure once we hit a few G's, she won't be able to move.
Sorry about that, guys. Gave Anna her treats in her treat dispenser, so hopefully that will keep her occupied instead of trying to sniff my books. All right, guys. So, as the Phoenix is coming online, we are going to be indulging in a chase because you have no weapons on the freighter, unfortunately.
That's what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
I hope the other one doesn't have weapons.
We'll have to see. So here's what you will get to decide. First things first, let's do this. So as you get Casey, you get the doctor secured in her in a seat. Dr. Matteo likewise is secured. What? I'm trying to find something here. And in my one of the things I'd really like from all the Green Ronin things is they always give you their DM screens coming with these handouts that have tons of things for like stunts or the ability focuses or whatever. It's nice instead of just a DM screen. The DM screen is nice as well, but I like having all these excess things. Let me see if I'm trying to find the boy. Churn. Ah, yes. So I'm cashing in on the churn. And Casey, would you give me a intelligence engineering check, please?
Nice.
Oh, shit. So, as you guys are getting up, there's something that's going on with the interchange or intermix component. And you're like, fuck. You knew that you needed to get a better one. You told Nico you needed to get a better one, but this one is not working properly. So here's what's going to happen: is Nico, this freighter is the one that was attached to the other airlock is beginning to maneuver over towards you. The way a chase works is that you guys need to get let's see here. It's sort of like a challenge test, but you need to get a total distance between each other in order to actually affect an escape. So there's a success threshold, but it's a relative threshold. So they'll be making tests to try and catch up to you. You'll be making tests as well, and you need to get whoever hits the success threshold first escapes. Now, what you can do, Nico, is what I'm going to let you do is, because they're chasing after you, you can choose to try and just like outpace them in open space, which means it's going to be a very easy success test. What you can do to make things more difficult for them is we bob and weave through some of the asteroids that are no doubt around Herculina. The downside to that is it makes it more difficult for you, but if you're a better pilot, you can actually succeed at that shit, whereas they may not be able to.
Yeah.
Okay? The added complication is right now, because of the fuck up with that interchange thing, it is adding +2 to all of your target numbers. So in each round, what I'll let Casey do is try and fix this. This is a separate thing. The challenge rating for this, I'm just going to say, is a 7. So you can't do it in one action for sure. It's going to be at least 2 rounds, but you can try and do an extended test, Casey, to try and get this thing working again. And once you do, then you can start. You can ignore that +2 test. That makes sense?
Going to make it a little harder for him because prepare for some G's, people.
Okay, so you go up now. What are we? What do you want to set the target number as for the chase? Right now, they are. They're within 5 of you, which means if these things have weaponry, they are going to be able to use it on you.
Oh, that's a huge risk. Because what I was planning to do would
You know what I'll let you guys do, too, just to keep this interesting? Go ahead and give me another catch your breath. We've transitioned from the searching through the mines to getting on the ship. Let's get you some fortune to keep you going. Nice for when we go into here, because I certainly am going to be spending fortune on these guys.
Do we know if their ship is armed? That's going to pretty much make or break my decision.
There's only 2 of you on the crew. What you can do is Casey can definitely try and do that and scan them properly, or you could scan them properly, but that's going to be they're going to be getting ahead on their on the success threshold. I'll put the success threshold at 20 to make the escape.
Okay, I'm going to tell Casey, worry about the thing. Just see if they have weapons.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're looking. Oh God, damn it. Okay, so Nico, what do you want to set the difficulty as?
I don't know. I have that much narrative.
So here's how much you can do, because basically what it is we'll figure out what this means in the fiction. If you just want to burn out like directly and just try and outpace them, it's a 9. That's a clear and unobstructed path. If you want to make it hard, that's a 15. Constant obstacles requiring constant maneuvering.
I was thinking, my idea was we'd kick off and they're already burning at us as fast as they can go.
Yep.
I was thinking about flipping the ship around and blasting at them and just missing them by a skid beat, so they have to.
So let's back up. This game is an effects driven thing. So okay. We'll figure out what or rather it's the narrative follows the mechanics.
Okay.
So if that's cool if that's what you're trying to do, but are you? That sounds like a pretty easy path away then. In which case it will be easy for them as well.
Yeah, I want to try and just make it to where they have to catch us. So yeah.
So
burn, lower target number, but heavy burn.
Okay. So then, what are you setting the target number at then?
12.
Okay. So then you're rolling against a 14. They're rolling against a 12.
Okay.
Okay. So then you start burning away. Go ahead, Nico. Go ahead and make your check. Nice. 17. And you got 5 towards your total. So let me keep this. So the Fools, Phoenix, got 5. And for them, let's see here. It's a 12. Yeah, that's a success. And they got 5 as well, too. They're keeping pace with you.
Where's my scan?
Casey,
okay.
Go ahead and give us a, let's see here. I think that's going to be intelligence technology, because you're operating the scans. Yeah, that's probably the correct one.
Okay.
Okay. I think the target number is going to be a 13.
Oh, nice.
Easy. All right. So yeah, you can scan, and they have railguns on them.
Railguns.
Yep.
Yeah.
We do not want to get close to these guys.
Okay. So
start dodging while I fix things in the intermix.
All right. So now, so that was Casey has conducted the scan. I'm seeing if there's anything. You got 3 stunt points.
Speed demon.
Yeah. So then speed demon, and then
exploration.
Yeah. So if you want to do speed demon, I will let you roll forward one of those, because speed demon is 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
So then what I'll let you do is try and make the first attempt on the interchange, but you're going to need to get at least 2 stunt points on this one. So what you could do is, instead of giving +1 to your roll, Mo, you could add 1 stunt point to your result, meaning all you need is 1 more stunt point.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because the way you
is...
Okay, so you need to get at least 1 stunt point on this roll to be able to have this done in half the time, so you can do both at the same time. So go ahead. So 12 is so I don't think 12 is good enough for the target number. I was thinking 13 on it as well.
Yeah.
But he burned 2 of his.
He can turn of his fortune and get the 6 stunt points that he needs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so you got that done, and then also that means you are 6. You only need 1 more point to fix this interchange thing. So we see you pull up the screen, and you're kind of your hands are flying around. You're reworking the flow of fuel or whatever the hell. What do you want to do with? You still have 4 stunt points left over. Then, do you want us to throw that into Nico's next piloting check? Okay. So all right. So then, Nico, next round, what are you doing? Are you going to carry on the same maneuver here?
Now that I know that they have weapons, especially railguns, we're going to start duck dodging and weaving. So what? Harder target number.
So the higher target. So what target number do you want to set? If you set it at 15, I'm going to allow you to have cover for when they shoot at you.
I was thinking 15.
Okay.
That means I got to hit a 17 though.
You got to hit a 17, but you've got a +4 thanks to Casey's reworking the engines. So go ahead.
Hold on to your butts. Ooh, nice.
Ooh, no. 1 off.
You said a +4 because of the bonus, right?
Oh, +4 the bonus. That's right. Yeah, 18.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4. So yeah, nice.
I'm gonna spend 3 of my my fortune to get stunt points out of that one.
Okay.
4 of those, and
what
can I buy with that?
So what you could do is you could dump it into if you want to like go with a narrative of your evasive maneuvers, you could add that to on a 1-for-1 basis to your defense on the ship.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. All right. So then the pilot of the other ship is going to make his roll or her roll. Let's see here. You said it was 15 we're rolling against?
Yeah.
So I got at 15 on the nose, but I got no stunt points, but I did roll 6. So they're actually overtaking you.
Holy crap.
Okay. On my stunt dice. Now, I'm going to make an attack on you as well. So we see, in the film version of this or the TV version of this, we'd see the camera zoom in and one of the, this railgun would turn towards you and start streaming out shots. And let's see here.
Cover and...
okay, where's the space here? Churn, Earth. Okay. Oh, here we go. All right. So, your defense on a light freighter is... Let's see here. Size...
Yeah, and scary thing about it is those bullets eventually hit something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely scary stuff. Okay.
Well, in the real world, anti-aircraft bullets, it's self-destruct cannon, self-destruct now to avoid that problem.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the large ones do. I'm not sure about the phalanx.
So for those listening at home, space combat is a much more complicated, not complicated, but there's more to it in the system. We're not going to go into the full depth of that because this is sort of an impromptu scene anyway. But don't take this as a as the way that what I call it combat necessarily works. And there's definitely more to it. Don't use this as an example. Okay, so let's see here. Your target number to be hit. Yeah, there's all sorts of cool shit like electronic warfare you can use. There's command rolls. All sorts of great stuff. Okay, hold on, guys. Sorry about this.
No rush.
Okay. Just trying to find what the target number is here. Why don't you give me, John, a dexterity piloting check against TN10?
Nailed it.
Okay.
Got a 16.
16, excellent. All right, so you, this fires at you, and you manage to keep yourself, you're kind of ducking and weaving, you're hitting the maneuvering thrusters, and this does not manage to hit you whatsoever. Hold on here. Sorry, guys. Just...
Should have stole their ship.
I'm just trying to see what the... I don't know why I'm having such a hard time... Okay. You know what? I'll have to read it more carefully next time. I can't find the... Oh, hold on. There's a cheat sheet I got here. Maybe it says on that. Sorry for those listening at home. I know this is thrilling stuff watching me look up...
Target... Piling checking to grab weapons attack. So there's a sensor score, I think. Plus any bonuses from command stunting.
There you go.
Okay. That's interesting. Page 134 is defensive action. Okay.
So it's basically, because it's computer-controlled firing, means weapon attack within the weapon's range automatically hits the target unless the targeted ship completes a defensive action. That is really interesting. Okay, so that's what we did do it correctly. I was trying to figure out what I was missing. All right, so yeah, it's exactly as you said, and it sprays out. There's one or two asteroids that are shattered as the guns actually connect, but you managed to keep yourself free. Casey, Casey, your turn. You want to try and fix that interchange now?
Right.
Ooh, it's still 3 shy.
Burn 4 points.
Do you want to spend 4 fortune points to get that 1 up to a 4? Or you just want to try again next turn?
Yeah, I'll go with 4.
Okay. All right, so then that thing finally starts working. We see a green light come on. Nico, you are not going to be suffering the -2 or the +2 to the target number next round. Okay, guys, next round. Nico, what are you thinking here? We go even more dangerous. You were technically rolling against a 17 last time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a set of target number 15 again because these guys are on our ass.
Okay. And Casey, what are you doing with those stunt points? What would you like to do with the 3 stunt points you generated? Oh. Mo, you're muted.
Sorry.
Do you want to just give Nico a +3?
Well, 3 points on exploration gives the upper hand.
This is an exploration, though. This is a chase.
Are there any stunts for chases, or are we?
So let's just, you know what? We're going to roll it forward as +3 then.
Yeah.
Okay. So then Nico, okay, you got +3 to your next roll.
Oh, hang on, we got combat, haven't we?
Yeah. Well, you guys have no. Oh, you know what you could do? Yeah, I mean, you could add it to the defense. I think, Casey, if you want to add it to the defensive roll, to the maneuver roll for evasion.
Duck and weave 1.3. Gain +1 to defense per SP spent until the beginning of your next turn.
Right, but we found out the combat, because it's computer guided weaponry, it's an auto hit unless you do the evasion. So what you could do is add that +3 to John's next evasion check against the...
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Awesome, yep.
Yeah, I'm giving him extra power to, like, the thrusters as
part of the... That sounds awesome. Okay, Nico, you're up next. What are you doing?
Hold on to your butts.
Oh, what target number? Is it 15 again?
Yeah, 15. I'm going to spend 2 fortune to make that.
Okay. Slamming around. All right.
And that gives me 6 drama points, yes.
Nice. What do you think? I'll let you take a look at the stunt points. You can tell me. I'm going to roll to see how they did. Let's see here. They did not. They did not succeed. So they get. Nice. So you get 6 stunt points. You are now 15. Oh, you're so close to escaping their guns. Now
I'm thinking that can I use those points to somehow make it more difficult? Like I see some asteroids that are coming together just because they blew up a few and they're about to punch together, and I just jet right through the opening right before they hit. And for their next check.
So here's what I'll do. Remember, they're not going to make it. Oh, to their check.
Like to their next piloting check.
Yeah.
Give them a -3 for spending 6 points.
I think yes. Yep, I'll allow that. Absolutely. Okay, so they're going to jack their next target number is going to be, if you're going against 15 again, it'll be 18 they're rolling against. So this could be where you make your escape. Now, I need an evasion check from you once again, Nico, please.
Piloting, and I get the +3 from Casey?
You do, yep. Nice.
So again, I feel like the controls open up, and I'm just like, whoosh, and do a barrel roll.
Love it, yeah. Woo. All right, now, Casey, Is there anything you think you might be doing this right now that that's gone? You know what you could do, Casey? Do you want to make an intelligence technology roll for me to try and do electronics warfare?
Yeah, jam their signals or sensors.
Yeah, if you
intelligence.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, yes.
That's incredible. Okay, and you got 6. Holy shit. So, the winner of the test gains, you guys have a +3 bonus to your next defensive roll on top of whatever you're doing because of electronic warfare roll.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably jury-rig some massive jammer or something in
You know what you could do? That bomb that you jury-rigged beforehand, you just toss it out of thing and it explodes into like electrical shrapnel and it just
Wait, you
screws
can't throw it. No. This isn't like rolling a window down, John.
Well, yeah, no, I know. He's like, oh, hatch. Put out the airlock.
He's not driving a Jetsons car. We're just like the top pops up. Oh,
yeah,
boy.
I mean, if we had some heavy cargo in the cargo bay, I suppose you could dump it out the back. But no, I think this is just something I was fiddling with. And I just go,
Okay.
oh, right. Hail Mary, bang.
Okay, love it.
And you see me push down a huge handle from...
Yep. All right, so next round, this may very well be your escape, depending on how well you do. So, if you're against 15, then Nico, go right ahead.
Sweat starting to bead on her forehead, and she just like sits back on a chair and just starts screaming, ah!
There we go. Holy shit! 19! Incredible. And 4 stunt points. Holy smokes.
I find a big asteroid and slingshot off the rear end of it.
Let's see how they do here. Okay, I got a 15. I could spend fortune here to get that up to an 18, which I'm gonna do. But that only puts them at that. So you see them, they kind of like pinwheel over where you were, where you blocked, and then they hit their thrusters again, and they're still trying to catch up with you. Oh man, and you're 1 off from making an escape. So 4 puts you at a total of 19. You are 1 off from the escape, and they're just within range from you. So you get a bonus of plus. Now, what did you want to spend the 4 stunt points on from your success? What are you thinking, Nico?
I think just making it harder, just, give him a -2 to the next piloting roll.
Okay, yep, that makes sense. And then, Mo, what were you thinking the 6 was going to go towards? For the
Well, there is the seize the initiative. And I don't know that means we can effectively preempt the next move.
Not really, no. The way it chases...
combat, isn't it?
Yeah. That's a lot of points. How about this? 6 points. Disable engine. You maneuver them through like a bunch of junk, and then they miss maybe you're jamming them so they don't see the debris. They fly through. Something gets in there. It would disable their engine, which means next round they cannot make a check.
Okay, yeah. So they run something through. So that was
that's 6 points.
Intelligence.
Yeah, it'll pretty much effectively get us away from them.
Yeah. So you're done. All right, then Nico, what I need from... Oh, that was your defensive roll there, right? 19? No, that was your piloting. So now I need your defensive roll here, please. I said you got +3 to it. Yeah, so once again, you pinwheel around. It fires off.
I'm sorry, got nothing on this.
Yeah, and then their engine conks out. So long as your dice don't betray you, you should be able to make your getaway this round.
Yeah, if Casey tells me what she did, I'll just shoot for that lower number and just punch it.
Okay, so it'll be a TN9.
Yeah.
Go ahead. That's it. The engine bursts, and you guys are making your escape. All right, congratulations. So yeah, and then once they get their engines up and running again, you guys have successfully escaped. Well done.
Damn fine work, Casey.
Nice. All right, now that was a 6, which means I get more churn points. So I think that in the course of things being rattled around, something may have gotten loose, or more correctly, someone may have gotten loose. All right, guys. So you are on your way back to. Remember, it's like half a week, I think, of travel to get back to the. First off, why don't you each give me a 6 roll plus your level plus your con. Add your to gain fortune back. Nice. Because we're transitioning from one scene to another.
That was intense.
Yeah.
Imagining the movie in my head, I'm like, holy cow.
That's great. Okay, so it's 6 and 8 back. Pretty good, guys.
Remember that one scene from the show? No, hopefully not spoilers for anybody.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure how far Mo's made it into the...
I've I think halfway through the 4th episode. I really must, but I've got so much to catch up on.
Yeah. Space combat though, sheesh.
Yeah, it's so fun. Yeah, it's really cool.
Such a good pilot.
Okay, so Nico. Oh, Nico, did you go up by 6 again? Were you down to 6?
Yeah.
Oh, jeepers. Okay.
Oh, I was, clenching. It's like,
Yeah. All right. So then, let's transition back to the way back. So this is going to be your. We're going to an interlude again, guys. So what's going to be happening during this this time? What are you guys thinking you're going to spend your time doing? And I'll go to the interlude chapter and just give you guys an idea of what you can be doing with it. So you could be doing, let's see here, maintenance. So maintenance, do you want to have that thing not be a problem again? You're probably going to want to spend some time on that, Casey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so that you don't. I'm not going to make you make a roll. The resolution will be that won't be a problem again. Making or fixing, recovering. If you've got, remember during the interlude, you will regain 5 plus your level per interlude in fortune. But if you're doing your favored activity, it's 10 plus your level.
Nico's all about being prepared as one of her personality traits.
Yep.
So she's pretty much double checking the area ahead of them where they're going back to, looking for spots of, the worst place you can get caught in, the best place you can get caught in, because we're under chase from these guys with guns and then the people at the station, and she's cleaning her weapons, make sure they're working.
Okay. And that's sort of her favorite thing when she's working around her guns. Okay, so you can regain 10 plus your level in fortune, and then Casey, what am I correct in thinking you working on the engine is your sort of favorite activity?
Yeah. So it's builder is the what do they call it, the drive. They don't have the alternate side.
It's the Epstein drive.
Oh no, the drive of the character. I meant not.
Oh, drive of the character. Forgive me.
Yeah. So that's the thing she's into, building stuff. So yeah.
Nice. Okay. So I think this scene takes place about 2 days.
Now.
Yeah. So you guys are your fortune is all back now. It takes place about 2 days afterwards. Tell me what security precautions you're taking with Dr. Bragenholm.
I think we're keeping her partially restrained. I'm not so. Yeah, we're probably going to keep her in the G, the berth or the G, the G suit, the G seat she's sitting in.
Yep.
Obviously, I will escort her to and from the head.
Okay.
Because I can presume you just physically manhandle her with someone else holding a taser on her, maybe.
Yeah, I want to deputize Matteo to.
Yeah. But the other thing is, I think we're going to have a talk with Matteo and see, what did they do to her? Can you look at her and see what can be done to try and bring her out of it?
He's not sure what was done, but it's some kind of surgical procedure on the brain. And he points out, on her temple, you can see that there is scar tissue that some kind of regenerator or dermal regenerator has helped get a lot of that back, and so it's a very, very, very faint scar, but you can still see when you look closely that there's some kind of surgical procedure that's been performed on her. Clearly they wanted to try and leave as little of a obvious scar, but this wasn't it wasn't a plastic surgeon that necessarily made use of that. Let's see if he can make any heads or tails out of this.
It's like they give him a lobotomy or something.
Well, or they've injected something.
Yeah, he's not quite sure. I think if you had access to a neurosurgeon or a neuropsychologist, then it may be someone may be able to speak to that, but it's beyond his expertise. All he knows is that they all seemed as if they were sociopaths, like they had no emotional connection to whatever they were doing, whatever horrible thing they were being asked to do. And
well, that explains the effectively the vivisection they were doing.
Yeah,
they were obviously forced to do it.
Okay.
I don't know. This is not.
Yeah, we're not going to be brutal with her, but we'll just try and, if she mentions, we'll just try and try and persuade her that this is part of the project. Because I assume that whatever they've done to her is probably short-term memory is a bit short.
Well, you got to remember, Bragenholm is a genius by most definitions of the word. So, lying to him might not be the best thing.
Before they stuck a
okay.
So a knife in her brain, but
when she is taken into the the washroom or whatever or the head on the ship, am I guessing that Casey's going in and Dr. Siri is waiting outside?
Yeah. Okay. Privacy, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'd imagine it's a small spaceship. We don't have a lot of privacy, but
yeah, it's big enough that you guys would have you have privacy in there, and I mean, he would give her if you guys insist on watching, and only one of you is able to fit in there, then it's probably going to be you, Casey, as opposed to him.
Yeah. Well, obviously, being the same gender, it might be a bit more appropriate.
Casey, would you kindly make a perception check for me, please?
Yeah, presumably this is me searching her or something before we go in.
This is to see if... Okay, great. So I'll let you bank 3 stunt points on this, and that'll be 3 stunt points, not a bonus to your roll. It'll be stunt points you can spend on your next action. Okay, so what you see is you going in, this is probably, like I said, the second day, so this is maybe the 5th trip that you guys have made to the head with her. You guys, I don't think you brought any kind of like handcuffs or whatever with you, right?
No.
No, we didn't expect resistance from...
No, so it's a makeshift kind of thing that you've got her tied around. So she, it's when she is going into the thing, she's going to try and react and attack you, Casey. So let's roll dexterity. Let's roll initiative quickly here. I got a 12 in total. So go ahead and roll dexterity. Ooh. So I'm going to spend some fortune from her. I'll bump mine up to a 15.
Well, if I spend 4, that would make it 16 and stunt points, wouldn't it?
It would, yes. Yeah. Although you don't get stun points on initiative.
Oh, sorry.
He's drawing his points from the churn.
No, fortune. Individual characters have fortune as well, just like you guys.
Yeah, sorry. This wasn't the...
This is initiative. So initiative doesn't...
sorry, yeah. You can't do it on initiative, you mean?
I can't get stunt points on initiative, yeah.
All right.
What do you think?
Well, can I spend those 3 points on the perception then? So that would give me a 12.
No, those are those are stunt points. Those have to be used as stunt points on your next task, not for initiative.
Sorry. I think for the purposes of drama, I think have us tie, and then we'll both go again.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. So then you got to spend...
if you escape and blows up the ship.
Yeah. So you would have to spend, I guess, 4 points, 4 fortune, to get to the reroll.
Okay.
Okay. So you're down by 4. All right. My next roll is an 11. Oh! What do you think? You gonna spend any more?
Spend. Well, I can spend 3, don't I?
Well, that won't serve. You'll tie again.
Well, no, I got a 10.
No, 3 would win. I rolled an
13.
11. He's got a. If you spent 3, you would win at 12.
Yeah.
Okay. So spend 3 fortune. Okay, so you can see that she's trying to attack you as you're going in to try and throw you off balance. Casey, you're up first. What would you like to do? Whatever your result is, as long as it's successful, you're going to get 3 extra stunt points on this. So what do you think, Casey? What are you doing? Mo, what are you going to do? Mo, hello?
I'm just going to effectively restrain her by banging her head gently on the wall.
Okay, so go ahead. That'll be a fighting brawling attack, please. Oof. Yep, that is a success. So you have 3 stun points because of the perception thing. So let's see, you're banging her head.
Well, actually, there's knock prone for 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
So effectively, that's.
Yeah,
well,
so
we're
you
under
sort of
boost, aren't we? So we've got G, haven't we? So there is a up and down.
Yeah, so you sort of throw her to the ground.
Yeah, sort of hang onto the floor and like hold her down. I think is the.
Okay.
So basically, it's a slam on the floor. So do you want me to roll sort of damage to try and?
So what you could do is spend that last point. If you do want to grapple her, you do need to spend a stunt point to commence a grapple. You and your target make opposed fighting grappling rolls. If you win, they can't move from where they are on their next turn.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me.
So let's. My fighting grappling roll for her was an 11, and I got stunt points. If
to take fighting grappling, shouldn't I? Oh right. Okay.
So.
How have I got? Oh, because it's a first level talent, isn't it? Yeah, because I don't have the prerequisite.
Yep.
Character sheet. Sorry, I was you. Right.
Okay.
Character sheet. Where are you hiding? There we are.
So give us a fighting.
So this is
fighting grappling,
which I don't have.
Okay. Ooh. So you beat me. So then you have her secured on the ground now. Nice. So she's knocked prone, and you're on top of her and securing her. What are you doing next?
I'll key my comm and say, Dr. Matteo, she's been a bit difficult. Can you come and give me a hand?
Okay.
So I assume that Nico's maybe on the bridge on watch or something.
Yeah. So so he comes in. He's been waiting outside, and it's like, what'd she do? What did she do?
She tried to brain me.
Okay.
So between the two of us, can we restrain her?
Absolutely. Yeah. No. Between the two, she's
Can
really.
we then sit her down and say, well, what were you trying to do, Anna?
You can try, but again, like as before, there's just not really, because of what's been done to her, there's not really any persuading her.
Okay. Well, Casey's just going to look at the doctor and just be very calm with her, not try and like upset her.
No. Well, the thing that's the unnerving thing is that she doesn't seem upset by any of this. She's not making sound. She's not angry with it. Like, even when you're secured, she's got a look of total serenity on her face. She doesn't seem to be angry or upset or, trying to be vengeful with her attacks on you or anything like that. There's no expression.
And,
Bastards. Casey says under her breath, someone needs to drop a rock on that. Whoever was responsible for that.
Yeah,
You don't know who the facility operator was, but you definitely know who owned that.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the richest men in the system. That's Sebastian Pope.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, as we so apart from that little bit of excitement, the rest of the trip back to Tycho Station is uneventful. Tell me about what you do when you are you could send a message ahead if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll send a tight band to Antonio,
Yep.
our contact. You know, I know they're being monitored, so we'll ask for them to meet us at the dock.
Okay.
We come bearing fruits of our labor.
Okay. So you
We
guys
arranged a one-time pad with Nico, so with the other guy.
Yeah. So I think, guys, as you what we see is the ship. We see the Fool's Phoenix docking with Tycho Station. We see you guys getting off the ship. Like the docks look exactly like we see in the illustration here. There's people busy around everywhere. You can see that there is Antonio is waiting there, and Elder Birch is waiting with him. Is Elder Birch gonna be there? No, I don't think so. I think he's got maybe one or two other. From the way they're dressed, you can see that they're likely members of the Church of Latter-day Saints as well. They're waiting for, as you guys get off. Dr. Matteo is very, very happy to see Antonio again. Dr. Birch, or Dr. Bragenholm makes no reaction whatsoever. What did you tell? Because I think Antonio would have been asking about, what did you find? Or do you tell him about what to expect about Dr. Bragenholm?
We have to keep it vague because they're being monitored. Complications. Bragenholm isn't herself. You'll see when we get there.
Okay.
All right. I wouldn't even said that. But
okay. So as you guys arrive, so Dr. Siri meets up with Antonio, and they're very, there's a real joyful kind of like, oh, that's it. And you can see that Antonio's kids are there, or Antonio, Dr. Siri's kids are there as well. Kids and so he goes over and big hugs for the wife, for the kids, and it's a very joyful reunion. Dr. Bragenholm has no expression, and at first Antonio's like, we're so happy to have you back, and then he looks down and he says, wait, Picanha, why is she secured?
I look around to make sure nobody's within real earshot of us, and basically tell him that.
Give me a perception check, please. Sight.
Yeah, Casey's on the eye in case anyone tries to come in and interrupt the handover.
Yep. Both you guys can make a perception check then, please.
Would searching be in play or just perception?
No, just perception. Again, searching only applies when you're actively spending the time to look through something.
Oh, new stuff. Okay.
Right. So you did make really good use of that when you were looking through the schematics, though. So that's a good idea, trying to swirl the problem into your advantages. So 13. Okay. So Nico got a 13. So Nico, you're the one who. I think Casey, just with. Probably the reason you don't spot this is just past experience with Dr. Bragenholm, that you're keeping your attention is a little more.
Yeah, it's not obvious, but I've got her in. It looks like I'm just offering an arm to help her, but actually, really, I've got a grip on her.
Yeah. But the what do you call it? What you can see is Nico is there is. Several members of Tycho Station security that are coming directly towards you guys.
Okay. I'll look at Antonio and says, looks like we've got security coming, but Bragenholm's situation is best discussed in private.
Antonio kind of looks around and says, What? And they're sort of on you before you can do anything. You guys don't, you're unfortunately at sort of the arrival station. You can run if you want, but it's like, where are you going to go to on a space station?
Yeah.
So they walk up, and that's when you see coming through them is someone that you've seen before, but you've never met before. And that, of course, is Fred Johnson.
Oh shit.
The head of the station security. So he's, for those who are, I don't think I loaded an illustration, but he is a pretty big and stocky black man, full beard, big, full head of hair, and dressed in sort of a businessman's sort of attire. And he walks up and says, Elder and Captain Velez, I see that you've successfully returned from your expedition. Congratulations on liberating these scientists. And Antonio kind of looks over and says, Mr. Johnson, this isn't really a concern of Tycho Station. And he says, I assure you, and I've discussed the matter with Elder Birch, and he agrees that this is whatever may have happened to Dr. Bragenholm and Dr. Siri. It's going to be important for station security that they are cleared by our security team before they're allowed to rejoin the population. And Siri's kind of got a panicked look on his face, like, wait, what? Bragenholm, no expression again, too. What do you guys say? And there's about 6 members of station security here. 2 of them walk over to you, Casey, and sort of, like, they take hold of Dr. Bragenholm. Are you letting her go?
I shall slightly step back and raise on one hand and wait a second.
Okay.
And I will look towards the guy from the Church of the Latter-day Saints.
Antonio?
Presumably their heavies are sort of there as well.
Yeah. He's sort of looking... The look... why don't you guys give me perception, empathy?
Perception.
Yeah.
Same roll. Oh, good.
Oh, yeah.
job, Casey.
Okay. Oh, man. Huge. Casey, you... I think, Nico, because you know him well enough too, both of you guys can tell it is unlikely that, for one thing, Antonio, if there has been an agreement by Elder Birch to let Johnson take possession of these guys, it's the first he's heard of it. But it, Antonio does not seem pleased with this. He seems pretty upset. He's not reacting in any way, but you can tell that this is, even if Elder Birch did say that, the look on Antonio's face tells you that there's no way Birch would agree to this.
Yeah, well, Nico's not going to fight Tycho Security, so she's going to stand back, her hands up, and looked at Antonio, like, well, if Birch didn't agree to this, at least he know who has him this time, and we won't have to find out when we get him again.
And go ahead, Casey.
Well, I'm just thinking what I could do.
This is not a dude.
I'm going to try and use some of those stone points as a hidden message to Fred Johnson and say, look, this is a very public place. This is sort of trying to imply something in the way I'm reacting, that maybe we should discuss this in private before we start fighting each other.
So then, if there is any implication of threat, I think what...
No, this is friendly. Look, there's a real problem here. This isn't something you really want.
Yeah. Then he looks at you, Casey, and says, "It's fine, ma'am. We understand this, and we appreciate your help. We'll talk." And he turns and says, nods at Antonio, Elder, and Siri kind of, his wife and his kids are kind of upset by this, but he does his best to try and reassure them. And unless you guys do anything, the 2 of them are escorted away by station security.
Nico will put a hand on Matteo's shoulder if they let her, and say, "Don't worry, you're back on the station."
And Johnson says, "That's right. He's back. He's back with family again. No need to worry."
Nico will give him a side eye.
Okay. So the 2 of them are led away. And then once they're gone, the Johnson turns to Antonio and kind of nods, "Elder. So I'll look forward to speaking to Elder Birch again quite soon." And he turns back towards you 2. Miss Katri, Captain. He turns and walks away. And you can see Johnson standing up ahead above the, security guards, leading all of them away. And Bragenholm and Siri quickly get swallowed up by the crowd on the Tycho Station docks. So Antonio, of course, once he sort of comes back, he says, "I'm sorry, Pequeño, I need to go. We will transfer the payment, though."
But you need to know what happened, though.
I suggest we go somewhere private.
Just bring him on our ship real quick. We'll lay out the whole thing for him, and then he can go.
Okay. So he'll hear out everything you said, but the thing is, he doesn't really have time right now for it. This is the fact that he needs to get in touch with Elder Birch right now. He will have time to talk to you. He says, I agree, cousin, but I'm sorry, I need to go. And the 3 of them, and you can tell that the 2 other members of the Church of Latter-day Saints are quite upset by this. So he leaves without hearing what you guys have gone through just yet, leaving you guys alone.
I will warn them that Anna is not herself and she might try and escape. So watch her.
He looks over in the direction they went and shakes his head and says, "That's clearly a problem for Mr. Johnson right now.
We'll get you
I will talk soon, Pequeño. I'm sorry." So, guys, with you two standing on the station, knowing what you know, having not shared it yet, knowing that your prisoners have been taken, or your prisoner and your rescuee, I guess, what do we end with?
I think there's probably a scene with us going to see the girlfriend of the guy, the Belter, and breaking the news to her.
Oh, that's awesome! Yeah.
And you'd probably have the probably no sound music over the thing, and you can see her break, or
she's she's a Belter, so I think she's pretty. Yeah. She's upset, but you can tell she's just not letting herself react.
And I think Nico will be sliding something over to her, like a little hand tablet, and says, "If anything happens to us, you'll find out what really happened."
Okay, nice. Yeah, so the security log or whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. So then we will leave that, and then the I guess the churn keeps on turning.
Yeah.
So that's where we'll end our session, guys. So that brings us to the end of To Sleep, Perchance to Dream. So that was a lot of fun, guys. I really enjoyed that. Jeez.
I can now read that. I can now read that bit of the book.
Yeah.
I need to pick up the book. Yeah, the show's that good. The book's going to be better.
Oh yeah, Dave has read the books and he said they are really, really, really good. I've heard that from anyone who's read them as well too. But
I meant the actual scenario in the back of the book.
Oh yes, you can. Yeah, you can absolutely read it and see where I went off script and whatnot. But so for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for this 3-part. I need to go back and change the descriptions of the other videos, but this 3-part entry into the Expanse. This was, I mean, what did you guys think of the game?
Oh yeah, I loved it. It's great fun. I have to have a look at the proper ship design, but then again, I'm a bit of a ship science fiction nerd, so I used to enjoy doing the Traveller deck plans.
The game has enough mechanical aspects to it that it'll make really interesting building and playing characters.
Yep.
For me, it was mostly since I joined the channel, I've been shifting more to a narrative focus, aligning with your DM style, and this fits like right in the center. Like, this is pretty good.
Yeah, it's got some good mechanical stuff to it. I enjoyed the way that I really, really like the fortune mechanic in this. It's been really interesting seeing, like, giving you guys a risk-reward kind of decision you get to make over spending that currency beforehand, or whether running the risk of, going into a combat or a combat scenario with very little fortune.
Yeah, and that really makes a big difference, narratively speaking, because some people are really good at combat and not out of social stuff, but they can still spend their hit points to make themselves better, or those who aren't good in combat could just do other stuff. Yeah. It's really good. I like it.
Yeah, me too.
I think it shows that you need, if you're doing it as a team, you need to think about building the characters collaboratively. You can't just each go off on your own little thing. You have to say, right, we're a ship crew, so how do we all work? What sort of theme do you want to try and go for?
And I like that there's so many different parts of the game that the game mechanics can intrude on, right? So it means that making those mechanical decisions for building your character, especially as you advance up, you definitely get you get more opportunities to make more mechanical or decisions that have mechanical consequence in different parts of the game other than just combat.
Yeah.
Right? Because the exploration mode is so fleshed out, and the intrigue mode is so fleshed out, and the whatever.
Honestly, I wanted to avoid combat as much as possible just because of how deadly it was.
Totally. Which fits for the scenario, right? The guys did a great job of making use of the available stuff to defeat, what could have been an overwhelming force.
I wanted to space him, but that wasn't Nico's character. So.
The chase was really good too. That felt really exciting.
Yes.
It would be cool to have a more, like, you could build specific setting oriented stunt point spends as well too, if you wanted, right? Of like, knocking a barrel over, the equivalent thereof of trying to make things more difficult. But it was cool seeing how the way you guys were choosing to spend your stunt points as well too. And it was easy to throw together. That's actually, it says in the adventure you can do a chase. So I basically, like, during our break, I was like, all right, how do I do the chase here? and just thought it'd be an interesting way of having a persisting problem that one of the other. So like Casey's got something to do during the chase, but then also, you know, making the decision of whether you work on that to try and get that target number down, or, you know, do the scans or do whatever else. Yeah, it's cool. All right. So guys, we'll end our session there. So thank you so much for joining us, folks. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the game, the campaign, what's on the campaign, but the adventure, or the session, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section of the video, and I will endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. In addition, you can reach me by or on Twitter at Dungeon Musings, and you can reach me by email. My email address is dungeonmusings@gmail.com. You can also, if you enjoyed the session, we run all sorts of different games on the channel, and if you have not subscribed, you can click on subscribe and the bell icon to be notified of when we go live. I will also be posting the schedule for this coming week on the community tab of the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. So you can find the schedule for the coming week there. I also post it to Twitter, and I also post it to the Dungeon Musings Discord server. And you can find a way of joining the Dungeon Musings Discord server in the description of this video down there. There is a link there to it. You're welcome to join us on there. We have channels dedicated to this campaign, or this game. No, we don't. We have channels dedicated to all the games we run regularly on the channel, as well as a bunch of other channels, including Finding a Group, including Convention Chat, including setting up virtual tabletops, lots of other stuff, and just general game discussion as well. So you are more than welcome to join us on that server. The last thing I will say is a huge thank you to Mo and John for joining me on this expedition, and to Hobbs as well too. Hobbs unfortunately got struck down with food poisoning this morning, so he has been throwing up all day. So Hobbs, I hope you're feeling better, bud, and I appreciate all of you guys jumping in and joining the Expanse. This was a lot of fun to play this game with you guys, so thank you.
It's great.
Thank you for running it. It's great fun.
Excellent. Well, I am thrilled. Then, for those listening at home, we hope you've enjoyed this three-part series of playing Green Ronin's The Expanse. If you were listening to this during the current crisis that's still going on at the time of the recording, I do hope this finds you healthy, safe, and weathering the current crisis as well as can be expected. We hope that we gave you a couple of hours to think about the problems in the belt, to turn your mind off of the problems of our world. And until we see you again, happy gaming.